It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
All right, let's make sure this thing works. All right, it's working. Excellent. You can see and hear me. It's nice when the tech actually behaves and making sure everything that's unmuted is supposed to be unmuted. Yes, excellent. Marvelous. Hi, guys. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How y'all doing? Sorry, I'm cleaning up my mess over here. Glass of water on the left, glass of bourbon on the right, microphone in the center. Life is good. No, Chaser, don't ever convince yourself. Don't ever repeat that lie to anybody else who might hear you. Okay? Don't ever repeat that lie to anybody else who might hear you. That would end badly for me. They might actually think I was good at this. It's terrible. It's just we don't want to be spreading vile rumors. You know, it's not good. It's not good. I would use the ridiculous word misinformation, but that word is so overused it no longer has any meaning anymore. So I try to avoid words that have no meaning. How we doing, everybody? New Jersey's going dry tomorrow. There you go. Yeah. She got into dry dock yesterday. Good evening, Pally. Good evening, Thos. All you guys, welcome in. Welcome YouTube. Welcome Twitch. Life is good. Yeah, how you doing, Havoc? I watched some of the video of Jersey going to dry dock yesterday. I was actually really tickled. How many of you actually watched any of that live stream? Whether you watched like the actual New Jersey live stream with Ryan Zemansky and those guys, or you watched like some of the local news helicopter coverage. Yeah, Drock was on the Jersey stream. Who all actually watched? I know you were there in person, Kyle. I'm not talking to you. Mister, I was there in person. Ooh, look at me. We all know, man. When they were pulling, I had a super nostalgia moment yesterday, guys. When they were pulling Jersey into the dry dock, the ship that they were maneuvering alongside was the Charles Gillian, which was a Gordon class LMSR. When I first got out of college, I worked at, my very first job was working as a contractor for NAVSEA, Naval Sea Systems Command, in support of the LMSR design site. LMSR is large, medium speed, roll-on, roll-off. Essentially, I'll give you guys, if you've never heard me, some of you, if you've been a long-time viewer of the channel, you know this story. If you haven't, I'll give you the super condensed version. After the conclusion of Desert Storm, Norman Schwarzkopf came back from the desert, went to Congress and said, "You guys screwed us because we had no way to transport large quantities of military vehicles to a foreign land on short notice." And Congress went, "Whoa, okay, well, let's fix that." Correct, Chaser, similar to the Bob Hope class. So Congress set out on this appropriation spending spree because that's what Congress does. The first thing that they did was they bought older ships, existing hulls, and converted them. So you had the two ships of the, I believe it was the Shugart class, and then you had two ships, I believe, of the Gordon class. You had Gordon and Gillian, and I forget what the other ship in the Shugart class was. Those were done in the mid-90s. Those were conversions while they designed not one, but two purpose-built hulls from the ground up. One designed and built at Avondale in New Orleans, the other one designed and built at NASCO in San Diego. And so it was really cool to see Gillian again, right? It was a ship I'd never seen in person, but when I worked at the design site, we had all of the plans and, you know, all the trial cards, everything that had been done on those ships, that library, that company library had, right? I could go back through all of that. And I spent a little time looking over some of the older conversion plans along the way, as well as familiarizing myself with the Watson class and the Bob Hope class ships, which were the two that had been built, purpose-built, scratch-built from the hull, from the keel up. Those ships are huge, by the way. They're like 1,000 feet long. I think they're about 45,000 tons empty, but by the time you load them, they're 500,000 square feet of they're floating parking garages. That's all it is. But it's like 500,000 square feet of floating parking garage. You can fit a lot of tanks and Humvees in 500,000 square feet. And so, yeah, that was it was fun to see that ship on the stream. I was like, I know what that is, right? I was really excited. I was like, I know what that is, baby, yeah. So that was fun. So yeah, Jersey got to dry dock this week. I got another, you guys, some of you guys that were here probably noticed I had another appearance on Jingles' channel this week. Some of you might have actually been here for that game. That game was only about 2 weeks ago. That ridiculous deli game that I helped throw at the end. Y'all were like, you have to send that to Jingles. And I was like, okay. I sent it to Jingles. And about 10 days later, he goes, okay, this was ridiculous. You're going on the channel tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So thank you guys for the recommendation. It's always fun to help him out and give him something entertaining to laugh about. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to send him something and then watch the video. Knowing, like, you know, I've played the game. I remember the game. I know what's going to happen. But I'm always fascinated to hear his take on it and see what bits of it he laughs at, right? Because he's got such an amazing, just jolly, like, OMG, you know, like, Classics Torps would come for me, and he just goes, oh, shit. And I was like, that was exactly what went through my mind. That was a ton of fun. That was a ton of fun. That sounds about right, Chaser. I can't remember precisely how much gear goes on them, but basically the two different classes of ship, the Bob Hopes and the Watsons, are different on a lot of fundamental levels. The most basic of which is that the Watson class ships out of NASCO are gas turbine, and the Bob Hope class ships out of Avondale are diesels. And so the auxiliaries are different, the propulsion is different, the interior layout is different. Like, those ships designed for the same purpose are very, very, very different. And the Bob Hopes over the years have developed a bit of a reputation for being a little less reliable, so they find themselves more like held back stateside for like surging, whereas the Watson class ships are the ones that almost always get sent out to forward pre-positioning areas like Diego Garcia. If you go pull up a satellite picture of Diego, I'm going to do this real fast, actually. I think, hang on a minute. if I go over to Google Maps, I got money says I can pull up a picture of the lagoon at Diego and find you one of those boats. Let's have a peek. Trouble is, I gotta remember quite where Diego is. I know it's between the Maldives and East Africa. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Oh, no, it's south of the Maldives. Okay, that's my mistake. It's south of the Maldives. All right, if I pull up the look... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's all of that. There's almost always one tied up here. One or more. Yep, here we go. I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at one right now on Google Earth, and I can tell you because of where the helipad is, I can tell you it's a Watson-class ship. Here, I'll pull this up on stream. We'll have fun with this. You guys can see it. Let me... I need this view. I have not seen that one, Geronimo. Was that one from today? The World of Tanks video from today? No, that's not what I want. Where's my... Somewhere in here I have a browser window. Okay, hold on a minute. Get rid of you. Yes. Get rid of you. Yes. Hold on a minute. Somewhere in here I have... Wait a minute. Ooh, well, we're close. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. Whoop. Okay, that's fixed. Now, where's my... Okay, this thing is actually looking for a Chrome window. Hold on a minute, then I know what to do. Ha 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 ha! There we go. There we go. All right, so here we are, guys. We're in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Right? Here's the Maldives. Here's Diego Garcia. Right? And here is a Google satellite pass of the lagoon. And this is a Watson-class LMSR. And you can see where the faded imagery, there was one, a different one, or maybe the same one, but this satellite pass falls right over, the line between the passes falls right over. So there's one in the lagoon here, right? And then I'm betting if I look around, that is not an LMSR. That just looks like a regular old kind of container ship. What do we got over here? Don't know what that is. It's like a tanker. What are you? That's a TAKE, I think. I think that's a Lewis and Clark class TAKE. Let's see. What else we got? Anything tied up? Yeah, these are too big. That's small boat stuff. Yep. Yep. But this is definitely a Watson-class ship right here. I know, right, Alou? It's terrible. I look like the lecture's about to begin. Well, it kind of is about to begin. But anyway, there you go. Just fun. Just silly fun. Me reminiscing having seen that on the New Jersey stream. It was like, oh, that was fun. The Mingle ones. So, Geronimo, are you talking about Monday's Mingles with Jingles vid? Is that what you're asking about? It might have been, Chaser. It might have been. Some of the auxiliary, because I spent so long working, I spent 4 years, my first 4 years working on mostly auxiliaries. Well, entirely on auxiliaries. Well, that's not true. Mostly on auxiliaries. I know many of the auxiliaries from that era, but since I left that job like 20 years ago, I have not really kept up. So they've built at least one full class of auxiliary ships since then that I don't even recognize and wouldn't know on sight. I worked on the TAKRs, which is the roll-on, roll-offs. I worked on the TAKEs, which was an underway replenishment replacement class. And then I don't know, and then they've done at least one more since then that I have not really worked on. All right, guys, well, listen, it's boats night, obviously. We're here for boats. You're not here to listen to me gap. So we're going to be doing some boats. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm going to go, I have not if you're asking if it's from Monday, I have not watched it. What I'm going to do to remind myself while I'm sitting here, I'm going to go pull up YouTube, and I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to go find it. I'm going to go find it, and if I pull it up, Yeah, I'm going to mute it and then get to where... No, this is all gameplay. He had one from a few weeks ago, if that's the one you're talking about, Geronimo. The one from today was a tanks video. Ooh, that'll be cool, Duke. That'll be cool. I look forward to that. Anyways, I'll remind... I'm pulling it up on... I'm just pulling up Jingles' channel. I'll go poke around and see if I can find which one you're talking about. Okay, guys. So tonight's plan is fairly straightforward. Tier 10 ships remain on special. You guys are already putting some stuff in the queue. I will make an attempt to play some of that in ranked. Of course, ranked is reset. I'm in silver, but we're back to the beginning of silver. I didn't get very far. I think I only made it to like rank 7 or something. So I'm not sweating it. Zath tagged me. He goes, hey, did you make it to gold? I was like, no, I didn't put the time in. So I'm still in silver. It's fine. We might drip around to ranked a little bit. I'll take requests for other stuff. I've got at least one request, one game. I'm going to start things off. I was having a conversation with Merton over on YouTube this afternoon, and he reminded me that I have not played some of my favorite ships in a very long time, and that is, of course, Aegir and Siegfried. So we're going to play a game in each. Now, he was asking me about... Well, thank you, Lemming. He was asking me about which one... he should pick up, but I no longer remember which one's steel and which one's coal or which one's what. Hang on a minute. Here we go. Coal. Coal is Aegir. So Aegir is coal. Does need more perth, doesn't it, Fem? Welcome in. Goodness gracious. There's a name I haven't seen in chat in a long time. How are you doing? And Siegfried is Research Bureau, right? Siegfried is RB? Yeah, Siegfried is RB. Now, truth be told, I personally prefer Siegfried more. But Aegir is an excellent ship, so we'll start off playing Aegir. Somebody give me a shout out for Fem. I don't get to do that very often. She's not usually around, so I want to take the opportunity to throw her a shout out while I can, please. All right, let's see. Yeah, this all looks legit. That's all fine. Life is good, fam. Life is good. Just sitting here doing my thing. We do boats once a week. We do Civ once a week. Well, I mean, let's be honest, fam. I'm getting up there, right? 50 ain't that far away, you know. I don't look or feel it, but that's what the calendar says. Going to Europe in a couple weeks. Looking forward to that. Should be fun. Should be good times. All right, I'm gonna play Aegir just because I feel like it, not because anybody requested it. This is one of my favorite boats, and I haven't played it in too long. You know, Fem, you and I agree. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. All right, well, we're middle tier, which for a tier 9 game is honestly about the best that we can realistically expect. Now, let's talk about Aegir. Aegir is essentially a German supercruiser. If you think of it like a German Alaska, you're really not that far off. But it doesn't really play like Alaska. It has the same caliber guns. These are 12 inchers, right? It has the same turret arrangement, 6 barrels forward, 3 barrels stern. It doesn't have as much AA. It's a bigger hull. It does have torpedoes. I've got, I think, a quad on each side. Pretty sure it's a quad. Yep. I've got a quad launcher on each side. And I have a slightly better, well, I would say I have a slightly better armor scheme than Alaska, but that's not really accurate because Alaska is stupidly hard to citadel. What I do have is a more resilient armor scheme for close brawling and a pretty decent secondary suite. Aegir is one of those ships. Aegir and Siegfried were some of the better cruiser secondary builds that you used to be able to do back when that was a thing. Now, they nerfed the secondaries on both ships before they released, which was unfortunate. However, with that said, this is a ship that if you're looking into the cruiser secondary skill, that maybe like we looked at that last week on Napoli, this is a ship you might want to consider it on. I have not tried it yet, so don't ask. Don't ask for my opinion. I have no idea. We might try it later on Siegfried, but I don't have it on this ship, and I just jumped right into a game. Does Alaska get an icebreaker? I don't think so. Danby. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's not really complaining. It's more just pointing out the obvious, right? Somebody on Twitter was talking about the old the old HBO, happy birthday, geese. The old HBO intro, right? Like when you used to watch HBO in the 80s and they had that big fancy intro with their feature presentation thing. And I was like, damn, I remember that. That was a long time ago. Oh, crap. That was a long time ago. It was almost exactly how that conversation went in my head, right? It was really entertaining. All right, I got a gearing in front of me, I got a sub on my left, and I got something in front of me that's spotting me that I particularly don't care for. What is my secondary range? 8-8. Okay, that'll do for now. I'm probably looking at least one of the subs because the U-190 is here. Salem has misoverestimated his position. Let's see if he gets his reversing engines. Oh! Wu Jing took care of him. That feels pretty good. Hey, Mr. Hindenburg. How you doing?
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Now, this Hindenburg is playing a dangerous game. If I can lead these shells correctly, he's not going to like his life choices very much. Hindenburg hates plunging fire at long range. Yep, he juked him because I thought he was moving a little faster than he was. And this Wu Jing is getting absolutely murdered out here, which feels kind of bad. Yeah, Hindi, you may not like that. Well, he dodged that one too. This Wu Jing is dead though. Yeah, they have a lot of people down here trying to murder us. So I'm going to back off. My battleship is gone. And there's a Shikishima coming. So let's go be somewhere else, shall we? Yeah, see what I mean? Let's go be somewhere else. My battleship did one useful thing, and then he failed. Suck it, Hindenburg. Oh, good. Here's the Slava. Yay! Wouldn't want to get to play the game. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm at 17 kilometers from these clowns, and I'm getting murdered. The Slava just dunked me at 18. So it's not like I'm even getting the chance to brawl. I'm just dying because somebody feels like I should. So yay. While the team up north does whatever it is that they're doing. Well, we'll see if I live or not. I believe that's correct, Ronan. Yes. Swing your ass, swing your ass, swing your ass. Yay. Well, I'll be on the 10 line for a little while, fellas. The one battleship I had down here that could have done something about this Shiki got himself murdered because he's apparently just not amazing. So here we are. Yeah, I know, Chaser. There's a reason I hate battleships, and this is just one of many. There's a whole lot of reasons I hate battleships. And I can't even take a shot from here because I have a beautiful shot on the Slava, but as soon as I shoot, the Shiki will murder me. So, like, kind of what's the point, right? Our U-190's gonna die, our Sevastopol's gonna die. Hey, look, our submarine died to the shock of absolutely no one. You know? Yeah, now the team is just melting. Slava's engine is out and he's flooding. Let's see if we can add a fire to his joys. Nope. Sevastopol took care of him. Now, the Yamato's out here with an I-56. What's the range on these? 7? All right. Yamato's going to take all those on the belt. and get absolutely destroyed because apparently I-56's torpedoes hit like trains or something. But he can't stay down very long. He's an I-56. He doesn't have a lot of stay down potential. We can talk about that later if you want, Xanda. There's a lot of weird conspiracy theory garbage going around, and I think it genuinely is a bunch of garbage. It's immediately obvious when you watch the video that the whole thing is the result of an engineering casualty at the wrong time. And if you understand anything about how that stuff gets laid out and is designed to operate, it's not hard to understand what happened. I gotta back off this Hindenburg. Hold on. Come on, Hindy. Keep turning for me, buddy. Keep turning for me, buddy. Oh, I'm lit, so he knows that I'm here. Well, that's irritating.
Say hello to my little friend.
All right, we've got HE back in the barrel. Hilariously, we're only down one ship. This Hindenburg speed juking me is really starting to get old. I almost wish I was in my Siegfried for this game. I'd be dunking this guy. He's about to get dunked anyway, I think. Yeah, get wrecked.
Now you see me, now you're dead.
As a super cruiser, what Aegir and Siegfried do better than anything is murder cruisers. If you're in a regular old heavy cruiser and you pick a fight with this thing, you may find yourself on the receiving end of a whole lot of pain. Are we up a boat? We're up 2 boats now, so that feels okay. I see it now. Shicky's coming. I have no interest in getting involved in that clown. Schroeder isn't bad either. That's true. I hear you. I mean, FDR basically ignores anti-aircraft fire the way this ship works. It's super irritating. So I feel your pain.
Welcome.
Baba with the follow. Thank you much. And the gearing is getting murdered because planes. All right, Brisbane. Let's do this. I'm waiting for the Shicky to fire.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Ooh, I think I led those right. Oh, yeah, those look good. Get down! Yeah, it wasn't amazing, but it was something. All right, Shicky's engine is out back there. Let's send him a greeting. What up, my dude? Nope. LOL, nope. Haha, 10K. Brisbane's doing his job. I'm dark again. Shicky just fired. So now then is the time for me to laugh because the Smollend is dead. All right, we're cutting through mid now. Brisbane bought it, but that's okay. Brisbane gave his life in a noble cause. He murdered the last destroyer on the enemy team. And I'm lit again, which I don't care for. This Kaga needs to turn around. Yeah, you need to not be here, son. You're gonna get murdered. 4501, you can radar, you can hit me, but man, you don't have that kind of range on your thing. I don't know why this Kaga is insisting on sailing to his death, but that's exactly what he's doing. I don't know why he's so excited to do it. All right. Well, I can't help him now. 2501 finally got our finally got their last it's a battleship, wasn't it? He was chasing a Pommern. Yeah, he was chasing a Pommern. Okay. All right, put the fire out. Let's come back in. Yeah, I have no idea why this Kaga is doing what he's doing. The only way to save him is for the gearing to smoke him up, and even then the sub will probably murder him. I have no idea what this Kaga is doing. Honestly, the Kaga is probably getting killed by autopilot. That's likely what's occurring. All right, now, if I time this correctly with the islands, I have an opportunity to potentially brawl the Shiki. Potentially. But it's probably not going to go well. He's shooting at the Cheatland? No, he murdered the Kaga, who apparently he could still see in smoke. While our submarine stalks the opposing Hornet. I'm trying to save the last heal until I take a little more damage, because I've got about 3 or 4k there, and I don't want to waste it. What I really want to do is pop around this corner with the Shiki's guns reloading and smash his broadside. Now, I'm not going to be able to do that now because somebody's spotting me. Which is it'll be the 4501. Yep. It's fine. I made the Shiki turn. That alone was worth it. And hey, our Kurfürst is finally back in the game after he's been sailing around for like an hour. So we should still be able to win. I at least helped a little bit. I did ding up the 4501, so that's something. Your smoke's gonna run out soon, Mr. Gearing. Yeah, your smoke's expiring, and you died. Wow.
A crowbar would come in handy right about now.
Well, let's see if they can throw this game away. Elvroom, thank you for tuning in. It's crazy late, but I appreciate you guys. Oh, Charles, the autopilot in this game is terrible. It's been broken for years. Just flat out, absolutely effed up. Broken. And I don't know why Wargaming doesn't care, want to fix it, but that's the world we live in. All right, so these guys are in a bit of a pickle. I think he's going to slam those into the island. No, he got them through. Look at that. Not a bad hit, but not a great one. There we go. No, Merton, I'm pretty happy with that result. And most of it comes on the back of being able to pick on the Hindenburg and get a couple of decent late-game fires. You have to think of Aegir, and to a lesser extent Siegfried, but certainly Aegir, you have to think of Aegir like in Alaska. You have to treat it like a super heavy cruiser. With those 12-inch guns, you're going to constantly be shifting ammunition types, looking for the shot you want, you know, depending on what you're shooting at, right? At a battleship, at a bow-on battleship, at an angled battleship, you're going to throw HE. Are you going to light a lot of fires? No. The fire chance is crap. It's still German. Is it better than throwing the AP? 100% yes. It's 100% better than throwing the AP. Broadside anything, slam it with AP. You will absolutely do horrible, horrible things to anything broadside to you with your armor-piercing rounds. It's a ton of fun. Cleveland is doing a brilliant job. 4501 is about to eat a whole lot of pain. Kerfurst is trying to dodge these. He's going to largely succeed. Yep, he's good. And now that the 4501 is locked up on Hydro and is out of battery, this guy's in trouble. He's about these two depth charges ought to murder him. Yeah, he took a direct. He took 2 direct hits plus a flood, and there you go. Yeah. So the Shiki, as monstrous as he was, wasn't in a position to generate a win out of that game. Havoc is asking about Humphreys versus gearing. There was a time that I would have told you not to do it, but that time was only in testing. Once the ship is released, Humphreys is absolutely an upgrade to gearing. 100%. See, I mean, most of this is I've got a whole bunch of AP damage, a little bit of fire damage here. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of spread it around. You know, you're a cruiser. You're looking for targets of opportunity. That's the point of it. I'm gonna play one game in Siegfried, and then Havoc. We'll go take a look at Humphreys, and I'll tell you why I feel that way. As someone who absolutely adores gearing.
To Jurassic Park.
Stumpy, thank you for the follow. As someone who absolutely adores gearing, I think Humphreys is an absolutely worthy upgrade. Originally, I would not have said that, but they made some changes to the ship before she released. I snatched her up as soon as she became publicly available. All right, so let's talk about Siegfried. How are Siegfried and Aegir different? Mostly, it's in the main battery. They have almost identical secondary suites. I think Aegir's secondary suite is a little better. They have very, very similar AA suites. They have basically the same hull, the same speed, handling, and armor. Siegfried gets Tirpitz guns on cruiser dispersion. So, over the course of this game, you're going to see me fire mostly armor piercing. Okay, these are 15-inch shells. These are the German same German 380s you get on Tirpitz. The difference is you are not getting German dispersion. Watch what I'm able to do with these shells. If one of these, well, even if a battleship disrespects me, I can make him sorry, right? But certainly if a cruiser disrespects me, yikes. That's not going to end well for him. Agreed. As Chaser points out, Siegfried is essentially a Gneisenau that can hit something with its guns. I would 100% agree with that summary. All right, let's put... No, secondaries are up. I know that. That's sort of kind of useful, but that's fine. Leave that up, I guess. Okay. I actually like to know that number. Okay. Even though there's no carry in the game, I like to know what my detection is when I'm spotted by planes. Both ships have an 11.9 detection, full stealth rig, right? So you're not going to get any better. There's neither one of them is stealthier than the other. Just the main battery is the main difference. C-Bang, so do I. I personally prefer Siegfried over Aegir. Honestly, it's a personal choice. There's not a damn thing wrong with Aegir. I just enjoy Siegfried a little more. I'm pretty sure they both get the enhanced hydro. Yeah, you've got 6-kilometer hydro on both ships. Yeah, you're getting the German tier 9, tier 10 hydro at this tier. 100%. 100%. Still a quad, right? Still a quad launcher? Yeah. Now, one difference I'll point out. Siegfried's torpedo launchers are below decks, so they're sheltered. Aegir's torpedo launchers are out on the deck. They're in the weather. So, in theory... Siegfried's torpedo launchers are better protected and should take less in-caps from HE falling on your deck, right? And as Grunty points out, it is significantly easier to obtain an Aegir than a Siegfried. Siegfried is research points. But, if you've got the coal laying around, I can recommend Aegir. I don't think you'll be disappointed. She's a ton of fun. Now, that all comes with a caveat that you have to remember. Tier 9, the entire tier, has been bent over and screwed by wargaming, okay? So keep that in mind. You will occasionally be bottom tier as tier 9 now. Yay. Okay, I've got an Iowa. I can thread these through once I get around this island. I was like, how am I lit? There we go. Only one full pin feels a little bad there. All right, got to back off. I am still a cruiser. I'm looking for an opportunity to fire at this Iowa again, especially now. Come on. He's not moving that quick. Now, if I led those correctly, I should be able to Citadel this Iowa. I think I'm a little behind him. Actually, no, those should be dead on. Bam. That is a tier... Those are tier 9 cruiser shells. I fired 6, I hit all 6, and that was a 40,000 point salvo.
Got him!
So that is why you do not want to screw with this ship if you're a battleship and disrespecting my guns. I will absolutely make you pay. Good evening, Elvu. This Iowa is still disrespecting me. This Iowa just does not seem to understand the concept of, hey, my armor works better when I'm not showing it to everybody. Hold on a minute. We're going to have some fun with him as he comes around the corner. I gotta get the level correct here. Show me your hull. There we go. All right. If I led those correctly, that should be a dead Iowa. Nope, I'm behind him. Yep, I'm behind him. That's unfortunate. That's okay. He's giving me more chances, hilariously. See if I led those correctly. Hi, Bismarck. I need to not be here now. Those look better. Get down, shells. Get down, shells. Ah. Oh, you've got HE in the barrel. I sort of don't care about you. Yeah, your HE does not frighten me, sir. He'll feel that. Okay. That was not as good as I had hoped. But it wasn't bad either. Now my struggle is not quite positive how I'm going to get shells over this island. I've got to wait a little bit for a shot, it looks like. Hold on. Oh, and he's turning out. Now, I think I'll have an opportunity right here. Yeah, he's going down this channel. Down shells. Down shells. Down shells. Better. Not amazing, but better. They are super heavy on this side of the map. I do not understand what is happening here. Nor do I understand what has got me lit. Oh, now I understand what's got me lit. Say what again? Yep, you felt those, my friend.
You're about as useful as a hobo's dick cheese. Coochie coochie. Coochie coochie. Coochie coochie.
I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here, and I'm here anyway. Go pound of sand.
Much better.
Come on, boys. I've got him hard locked for you. Now's the time. Let's go. There you go.
You did. You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Get wrecked. All right, Vanguard. You're gonna have to fight this Bismarck.
Welcome to the party, pal.
All right, Vanguard. You have to fight this Bismarck, buddy.
Got him.
I gotta turn around. I do not want to be caught this close to a Bismarck. What's my torpedo range? It's only 6, right? Yeah, that's not gonna do me any good. This far back, if I keep the island in position and don't fire, the Monty will not have shots at me. Oh, hi, Schroeder. Oh, Schroeder. Oh, Schroeder. Oh, my. Come on, guns. Get around. Get around. Get around. Get around. Yes, please. Come on, shells. Oh, those look really good. Those look solid. Ah, full pins and overpins. Feels bad. All right. All right, we're tied on ships. I'm actually in a very interesting position back here. If this Bismarck will show me a bit more of an angle, I could potentially push this cap. Come on, Bismarck. Turn for me, buddy. There you go. Let's try that. I sort of don't like it, but I need to get my guns into action. Those look pretty good. There we go. Murder him, Vanguard. Hit him.
I'm on you like stink on shit.
Let's do this. All right. If I led those correctly, that salvo should kill him. Okay. Now let the fun commence.
That's a tough break.
That's a problem. You guys aren't supposed to be down here. What are you doing down here? Yeah, I gotta get out of here without dying, and that's not gonna be easy. I'm about to get crushed when this Iowa fires his guns, which is gonna feel really bad. Sort of don't have much of a choice, though. Yeah, this is probably gonna kill me right here. No, he didn't quite lead them correctly, which I'm not gonna complain about. I'm gonna smile and say excellent. And then we're gonna get the hell out of here in the hopes that it matters. Go away, Montana. I'm busy.
Fuck this clown.
Well, yes, I agree with you. No, I already ate one of your salvos. I shouldn't have to eat the second one. Go away. I'm so tired of this crap. Where the hell is this team? Why am I out here fighting this battle by myself? Bloody hell. Why am I the only one approaching a cap circle?
Have one on the house. I came, I saw, I kicked ass.
Hold on. I want to get behind this island. And then I want to murder the Sejong. Overpens, because of course, overpens. All right, we're up on ships. All I have to do is not make stupid mistakes at this stage of the game. And I can still be useful. Who is that malarkey with the follow? Thank you so much. All right, Monty's trying to push through. Let's get my guns turned. Come on, shells. Come on, shells. Come on, shells. Not amazing. All right, all they have left are the Monty, the Cowardly Battleships, and the Schroeder. I genuinely want to believe that my team can clean this mess up. I'm going to go try and brawl a little bit. Oh, hi, Schroeder. How you doing, buddy? Let's go have some fun with him. Which torpedo tubes did I lose? Starboard side. Figures. Well, the Monty lived, and the oh, okay, no, he didn't. All right.
Damn, I love this job.
Need to cap this.
Suck it down. I'm gonna kill you old style. I was born ready.
Think I have to murder the Iowa and then turn my guns back for the Schroeder. The Schroeder's barely moving.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm just getting warmed up.
What up, dude?
Guns, and I cannot lie.
Well, that feels pretty awful.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Go get him, Vanguard. I'm busy.
Much better.
A crowbar would come in handy right about now. Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks. Fuck this clown.
Well, yes, I agree with you there. Somehow I'm on triple fires because of this guy. Whatever the hell that's about, but whatever. I'm dead. Yay. Be great if my team would show up. Shimakaze could have capped B an age ago. Yamato could have moved. Yamato might have scratched his paint. His 97,000 hit points might have been dinged up a little bit if he'd gotten in the game. Can't have that. No, it is a squishy hull, 100%. What's up, Ruben? 100%, Gian. 100%. Duke agrees. Hey, the Yamato showed up and was relevant, finally. Although he's got some kills. But the last time I looked at him, he was playing back here, which is not a super useful application of his health. So, whatever, I suppose. Well, for getting dunked early, I feel like I did okay. Yeah, Chaser, it pisses me off. This Thunder, like if I was on the Thunder's team, I'd be the same way. Now, with the British battleships, it's a little different because they can heal back so much health, it's deceptive. So with the Brits, you have to maybe be a little more forgiving. But like, this is ridiculous. Why is he stopped? Why? What is happening? You should have never taken your foot off the brake. You continue to sail full speed at the enemy. You have a 3-ship lead. Your health is needed, and you're reversing. This Iowa is doing what he has to do to stay alive because he's low HP. Some Thunder or HE can murder this guy. He's out of heals, right? This guy's doing everything he can. This Yamato makes me angry. Agreed, Chaser. 100% agreed. Shimikaze blew every torpedo he had and didn't get within 400 meters of this guy's hull. He at least knows how to use his guns. I'll give him that. Ragnar knows this guy can't win, and so is just picking on him, which is, I approve. This is exactly the same crap I would do in his shoes. Even if the Ragnar dies, the Thunder cannot win this game. Anyways, you see at least some of the differences between Siegfried and Aegir, but they are not meant. If you brawl with this ship, you ain't gonna be brawling long, depending on what you're brawling. So keep that in mind, right? This dude ought to have maximum adrenaline rush at this point. I would say he'd stagger these, but there's no point because the game's almost over. I mean, the game's going to be over in 8 seconds. Those are never going to get there in time. Everyone has fired their final salvo, right? So there we go. But yep, I like both Siegfried and Aegir. I think they're both excellent ships. I think it's just a question of which one you could afford. And which one which style? I mean, it's really kind of the same style of play, just different guns. But being able to take a heavy cruiser and dunk a broadside battleship for 40,000 points of damage feels so good. Feels so good. Nice. Cool. Does Carno have a better armor scheme? I'm betting no. We'll check, but my money's on no. Aegir, I've got a 27 mil bow here. It should be 27 on both. Yep, 27 mil on both ships. We have 90 millimeters of casemate. We have 60 millimeter. Is that a 60 millimeter? That's like a 60 millimeter turtleback. Hang on. Turtleback got turned off. There we go. There's my turtleback. 60 mils on the turtleback, 80 mils on the turtleback, 190 on the belt, and then Citadel walls are 60s. It's not exciting. Aegir should be basically the same values. We'll double check it. 190, 80. Yeah, it's the same armor scheme for both ships. Same armor scheme for both ships. Carnot, now you're asking difficult questions. Carnot, I don't think, has a turtleback. The French didn't usually do that. What I think she has is that goofy spaced armor scheme that they like. No, she does have a turtle. Well, she does have a turtleback. Check that out. I would not have put money on that, and yet here we are. Okay, well, I can... Come on, port screen. Bloody hell. Why is it so hard to do this? Thank you. Now, it's only a 20 millimeter turtleback, so it's certainly not a large one. But Carnot doesn't have torpedoes, right? Carnot was an all-gun supercruiser. So, you really don't want to brawl with a Carnot, in my mind. The build that I've been using for this is like a lighthouse build that I got from Hapa, and it actually hilariously works okay. Oh, Chaser, I'm well aware. But here's my point, Chaser. A lot of battleship players... A lot of badly informed battleship players will disrespect cruiser guns, especially heavy cruiser guns. Especially heavy cruiser guns on a cruiser that they may have never seen before. Let's be honest, there's not a lot of Siegfrieds running around, right? I know what a Siegfried is. You might know what a Siegfried is, but a whole lot of people in this game have probably never seen one. So when they disrespect your guns, that's your opportunity for, Heyo, let's go to town. And that's exactly what I was able to do to that Iowa. Anyways. All right, enough derping around. That was fun. Merton, I hope that's helpful. I hope that helps you make a decision on whether or not you want an Aegir or whether or not you want to try and spend some research points and get a Siegfried or whatever. I really like both ships. I had not played them in forever, so thank you for the request. All right, Chaser says Hayate. I'm actually going to give Hayate a chance in ranked. I'm afraid that this might not be a great matchup for this boat, but I still feel like I want to give it a shot. I've got her built for guns. I remember taking her out not horribly long ago on stream, and we didn't get a win, but I had a pretty good game. I've left the torpedo ranges. The torpedo reload is stupidly long, and we've gone for. In a ranked environment, that skill is probably not amazing. It's better for randoms with that skill, but I'm not going to change it for now. I will eventually have one skill point left. I'll deal with that when the time comes. Let's check the econ. Econ is fine. All right, let's go try Hayate. Good evening. Welcome in, Nikolai. And no, Havoc. I apologize, Havoc. I screwed you. We were going to play Humphreys. My apologies. When I'm done with this game, help me remember, Havoc. We'll go look at Humphreys real fast. Marceau, Harugamo, and Lushun. Okay, so I don't want to be in too many gunfights from outside of smoke. It's Vermi! A wild vermicelli appears. There's a name I've not heard in a long time. All right. I outspot the Marceau and the actually the Harugamo and I are going to be about the same. I definitely outspot the Marceau. The Lushun, isn't Lushun fairly stealthy? Someone remind me. Ooh, electric. Good luck.
Don't worry, girls. There's plenty of Duke to go.
Somebody remind me. Isn't Lushun sort of stealthy? 5'8" is what this is telling me. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, Hujam. He's a little better. He's a little better detection than I am. Part of me thinks that maybe I want to play the flanks. You know what I'm going to do? I think I've got money says that Vermi's going to take his Hydro Destroyer into AB. I'm going to back him up. They don't have any radar or any Hydro. Actually, Lushun has Hydro or not? Lushun has 5.5 Hydro. So we have better Hydro, but he still does have Hydro. So if Lushun wants to get frisky, he can. Yeah, I see it. I had to consult my little cheat sheet over here, Hujam. When I push up the Alt button, it'll give me I have my column set for Hydro, radar, secondaries, and detection radius. That's a really handy mod, by the way. I mean, there's like 600 or 700 ships in the game now, and keeping them all straight in your brain is hard. So yeah, I like having the ability to just kind of not on occasion. Okay, he's here. Marceau's at sea. Lushun's on the flank. Is he coming? Is he still coming? What is this guy doing? Hashtag confused screaming. The Napoli secondaries are all over him. That's amazing. I'm gonna swing wide the other way now and go ruin his life. Vermi can keep him. Vermi can have some fun with him.
my ride behind.
Any ship to add training room, even premium zone. Now, Grunty, that's pretty cool. Been waiting for that one for a while. What up, Mr. Lushun? Can't hide in here forever. Okay, buddy.
Much better.
Not sure why this guy is so intent on getting into a gunfight with me. Presumably he thinks he can outlast me, I'm guessing. Well, we're gonna kill each other. But I'm gonna die. I'm gonna burn out. Oh, good luck, boys. I tried. He probably did, Chaser. Now, I don't even remember how Lushun's stupid heal works. How does it work? Is it like, it's like long duration, right? Lushun is Pan-Asian. It's like low. It's like Sevastopol's heal. Yeah, no. This is no. Not against a Hayate. No. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I know, Hujam. I'm a little. My assumption, was that the Napoli would pitch in instead of sitting there like a bump on a log. So yeah, whatever. Crap happens. They have a chance to win that game. We'll see if they pull it off or not. Yes, Lushun is Nustrashimi class, as I recall. Let's have a look at Humphreys. Let me just pull up Murica destroyers, and we'll talk about this real briefly. Now, one of the things that I do intend to do eventually, but I haven't yet, is go back and add the super ships to the top of the Learn to Play line. We don't have one for... not every line has one, right? Like the Japanese heavies don't have one yet. But like I could do American destroyers, American heavies, Japanese torpedo destroyers, all that stuff. So if you remember the way I play Legendary Gearing, right? I'm playing on gearing on a 5.6 detection with a torpedo build, 93-second reloads on the torpedoes. These are the traditional 5-inch 38 with those ballistics. I've got a 3.3-second reload. And my A defense is pretty solid, right? I'm running about 120 in the middle two auras and about 75 on the outer aura with, I think, 6 puffs? 3 puffs. 3 puffs is really bad. Do you realize that Gearing has less flak than Fletcher? I should file a support ticket. I have no idea how they try to balance A in this game. All right, so now when you move to Humphreys, what gets worse, what gets better? For starters, your detection gets worse, but only if you were playing Legendary Gearing, okay? So if you're playing regular, traditional, non-unique upgrade Gearing, you have a 5.9 detection. Guess what? Humphreys is a 5.9 detection. No change. You're used to that, okay? What else changes statistically? Obviously, you get more health. A lot more health. Nearly 5,000 more hit points, right? A fully rigged out Gearing was basically 23,000, 22.9. Humphreys here is over 27.5 when you rig out the same ship. So you're getting a lot more health. What else are we getting? I'm getting 5-inch 54s. So these guns, these are the guns that make up the same main battery as USS Austin. They have the same ballistics, which is to say better ballistics than the 5-inch 38s that you had down at tier 10. All right, so you have better shell velocities out of these and better shell ballistics. It's basically the same shells still. You're still firing, but you are firing them a little faster. This is 2.8, but I think this is a gun build. No. So you're getting a half-second reload improvement on better ballistics. So the gun power is, I'd say, probably about 15% better. 15-ish% better, okay? Torpedoes are basically the same. I've got 2 racks of 5. However, I can get the reload down to 89 seconds. Is that a significant increase? No, but it is an increase, right? On average, you will be able to squeeze out maybe 1 more torpedo salvo in a typical game. Especially by the time you factor in, adrenaline rush and all that kind of garbage. So it's about 5 seconds faster with a full torpedo reload build here on Humphreys. That's nice. It's solid. The AA is quite a bit better, and here's why. For starters, you have double the flak, right? I'm getting a lot more flak, and I'm getting almost all of the mid-range power used to be packed into...
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Biggles, thank you for the resub. If you remember gearing, right? The mid-range bubble is all packed into the typical American quad Bofors, right? You move up to Humphreys, what am I packing? I'm packing the 7.62s. These are the mounts that make Minotaur's AA, Worcester's AA, all of those ships that have such ridiculous punishing mid-range AA. This is the mount that does it. And so my mid-range AA is... The mid-range bubble alone on a Humphreys is equivalent to the mid and short-range aura on a gearing. So the AA power of a Humphreys is probably about double that of a gearing. This not only does it go out to 4 kilometers, you get a lot more of it. I've doubled my long-range aura. I've doubled my mid-range aura. My mid-range aura goes out farther. I have double the flak, and I still get the amazing American defensive AA fire that is plus 100 instead of plus 50. So Hujam, she does have Austin guns, but she does not have SAP, right? It's traditional HE and AP. So depth charges, basically the same. We talked about torpedoes. We talked about health. Handling. This ship handles worse than gearing. She's longer, for starters. A lot more overall length to play with. She doesn't accelerate as fast. I think she is as fast. I'm 39 knots here with a speed flag versus... Okay, she's a little faster. So she is a little faster, but she's longer overall. She doesn't handle as well, right? If you're used to how Humphreys handles, this ship feels a little bit... not Humphreys. Sherman. This ship feels a little like Sherman because of how long she is, right? Like a Harugamo. You know how Harugamo's really slow to respond to rudder commands? Humphreys has this problem. So if you think back about 2-3 years, one of the things they did was they redid the models of all of the American destroyers, and gearing included. And at the time then, gearing then got set lower in the water, she got narrower, and as a result, her handling changed to be significantly better. And I think the existence of this ship is one of the reasons that they did it. Because now, gearing, when you learn to play Fletcher, Benson, Mahan all handle pretty similarly. When you move from Fletcher to gearing, the handling is not as good, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. When you move from gearing to Humphreys, the handling is noticeably worse. Noticeably worse. Tons of fun, but noticeably worse, okay? So you're getting worse handling, more gun power, more health, a little more torpedo power, and I do mean a little bit. Like, we're talking about single percentage points here. You have probably about double the AA, a little more speed on the same detection. Grunty, that sounds about right, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I feel like it should be that way. Because by the time you get into post-war destroyers, the lines between destroyer and little tiny cruiser start to become very blurry, right? So anyways, Humphreys is an upgrade to gearing in almost every way that truly matters. If you like the torpedoes on gearing, you will like the torpedoes on Humphreys. Same torpedoes, slightly better reload. Basically, every other characteristic of the ship is better, save her armor. She has the same armor. She's a destroyer. Right? You've got the 21 mil section through the middle, just like gearing, and 19 at either end, just like gearing. Right? And this side plating is really only relevant against certain engagements. Right? You go up against an EU destroyer with the 120 millimeter pop guns, this plating can become relevant. Otherwise, you'll never notice. Right? Otherwise, she's basically she's better across the board, right? More gun power, approximately the same detection, unique upgrade gearing aside, more speed, way more AA, equivalent torpedoes, better guns, more health. So yeah, I love this boat. I really, really like Humphreys. She's a ton of fun. When I first started testing this ship, this is one of the few ships I actually have played in testing in the last few years. I've basically written off playing test ships. I just don't do it anymore because we can't talk about them most of the time, so I don't care. I made an exception for this ship, and I was glad I did. because myself and several other community contributors kind of kept giving them feedback like, fellas, I would not spend money on this, right? You're asking us to spend 45 million credits on a ship that at the time in testing did not feel like an upgrade to gearing. It felt like a downgrade, honestly. And I was like, I'm not buying this. I love the American Destroyer line, and I will not buy this ship. It's not an upgrade. And as testing went on, they made enough changes and improvements to the ship that by the end, my opinion had completely reversed. And I said, now you've got it. That's a ship I'll buy. And here she is. So there you go. So what have I done then, Grunty? Why am I getting the same numbers, right? If I send this to reserve, I've got a 3-second reload here. Oh, I know what it is. It's because of the module upgrades. It's because of the module upgrades. No. Oh, is it this one? It's this one. That'll do it. If I take that out, the gun, there'll be a 3-second reload on both. Something's not right. Okay. Well, the bottom line is that the gun power is going to feel better. The gun power will feel better because the shells have different ballistics. If you'll notice, these are 792 meters per second, and these are 808 meters per second. On the face of it, you think 16 meters per second is not going to make a big difference. It's not just the shell velocity; it's all the other characteristics that go into it, the drag and everything as well. So Humphrey's ballistics will feel better to shoot at longer ranges. If you're in a knife fight, you're not going to notice the difference. If you're in a mid-range duel, you will land more hits with a Humphreys than you will with the gearing. Personal opinion. Berlin, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, hopefully that helps, Havoc. Hopefully that helps. Let's get back to some requests. I did Hayate, which was unfortunate. Hopefully they won that game. They're still playing that game? I haven't gotten a notice yet. They're still playing that game. Good luck, boys. What else we got in here? Grunty says Elbing. Adaldro says Des Moines. I'll play Des Moines. I'll take a Des Moines game into ranked, and then I'll probably go play Elbing in randoms, because I'm still getting a feel for Elbing. I will not pretend I really understand how that ship plays yet. I've had a couple of intriguing results with it, and enough to make me want to try it again, but not enough to make me feel like I actually know what I'm doing. Okay. Do I want unique upgrade? No. Let's stick with gun reload. No, let me do unique. Let me do unique here. Gun reload is... Oh, good, they won that game. Gun reload is what? About a 7/10 of a second? 7/10 of a second. Let me try that. I don't usually play unique upgrade Des Moines. I want to give it a shot. I want to give it a go. And she's perfectly good for ranked. We'll give that a shot. Grunty, NA or EU stream? Which one? Okay. Habba wants to go BC. I'm going... I think that's an excellent play. The Napoli and the Goliath both outspot me, I think. So this could be bad.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Ah, okay.
An equal opportunity ass kicker.
Ironlight, what buffs did they make to that line? Remind me. It's been a long time. They buff... What did they buff? The gun reload or something? I don't remember anymore. Speed boost. Yeah. Okay, I remember that. I'm going to play way north of this cap for a bit. I feel like my impact here is going to come late. Chaser, that's terrible. GMAC, you're welcome. I need a little button for John Philip Sousa, right? I need a button that plays. No, if I do that, I'll get slapped on YouTube for having copyrighted music. I need some Stars and Stripes Forever. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. But if I put in an actual recording of that, then YouTube won't like it. They'll slap me and say, "You used copyrighted music, therefore this entire stream is demonetized." I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yeah, that'd be a good one too, Mortis. I can see it. I can see it. The one that when you play Hell Let Loose, the one they use is Over There. When the United States wins a map, it plays over there, right? That's a whole thing. Well, we caught a glimpse of the Schlieffen, and I know now that I want to back way the hell off this cap. Oh, hey, how you doing? Okay, so our Kaba is in a bit of a pickle here. Gearing looks like he's south. Goliath looks like he's trying to get his torps in action. Oh, Ohio said, nah, I don't think that's going to be a thing, son. All right, let's get flipped and head back to mid. Well, I need my repub to wake up.
Welcome.
Who was that? Better with the follow. Thank you much. They kill our Schlieffen? That's irritating. kind of hung out to dry here, fellas. I pretty much cannot leave this position. There's a battleship in every direction, and I have no idea what this team is doing. We have no vision, no spotting, and I can do pretty much nothing from here. Gearing smoke is going up. He's backed off. It's gonna be a bit before I get radar back. Repub is not very useful back there, is he? I have no idea what this team is doing. So the Repub is sitting at 20 kilometers and firing HE at the Schlieffen. That's his cunning plan. All right, we're going to be able to kill the Schlieffen here finally. That's something. Keep waiting for this gearing to try and sneak up on me and murder me. Well, I can't move. And the Repub is just not interested in fighting. Yeah, easy. Really? That's your play? Sir. Sir, this is a Wendy's? Okay, you just sit right there, buddy. I'm okay with that plan.
They're flocking this way.
Desert road, no gas.
Much better.
Yeah, I'm screwed. Okay, the Thunder at least just fired. Well, I'm dead. I mean... There's only so much I can do when the battleships refuse to fight. What's up, Angelic? Okay, there was a raid. There was a raid. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry about that. How we doing? Can't do anything with battleships that useless. Only so much can be accomplished, and that was not going to be a thing. I legit feel bad for Trailer Park. He played a good game there. He gets one of these for at least making the attempt. This guy, I mean, yeah, this kind of says it all, doesn't it? When your battleships are that garbage. Yikes. Yikes. Anyways, bottom line is Des Moines remains really good in ranked, but on certain maps and with certain idiot teammates, you're not going to win. Why was my dispersion? I don't know. I'm probably not running dispersion mod for starters. I'm not. I can fix that, but I figure on a 5.5 second reload, do I really care? When you have like light cruiser reload, are you really fussed about your dispersion?
You crazy son of a bitch.
Dragon with the resub. Thank you much. Appreciate you. Well, welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? We just derping tonight. We don't have any we don't have any real plans. We're just kind of messing around. I'm going to take this Elbing game because this is something that I've been wanting to get back to and explore a little bit. Grunty came in and I bought the unique upgrade for Elbing a while ago. Cosmic, thank you for the follow. About 2-3 weeks ago, and I played 1 or 2 games and it was like, this is really interesting. But I have not gone back to the ship since. So I think it's time. Let's refresh my memory here. Better turret traverse, better gun reload, more speed while engine boost is active. We've gone with the engine boost upgrade in slot 2. Okay. We've gone with steering gears and accuracy. Okay. Okay. So far, Andrew, I would agree with you. Then again, I mean, I think Colombo is hot trash anyway, so like you're not gonna sell me on it almost no matter what you do. What was the other unique upgrade they were testing? It was for they announced 2 today. Vermont. The Vermont one looked interesting. The Vermont one, I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? The Colombo one, I was like, you got a lot farther to go than that. This ship is trash. Like, the entire top end of the Italian battleship line is stinking garbage, right? They're just garbage ships. Firing angle buff. Okay, Hujam, help me out. I don't keep up with every single change they've made. What did they do? What did they do to make Colombo? What did they do to make Colombo better? I mean, they could literally do anything because the ship needs all the help it can get. Cab, I'm going to send your points back. Trump was already in the queue. All right, 2 submarines, everybody's favorite. No planes, I'm okay with that. They buffed her firing angles and the Sigma. Well, she needed the Sigma buff. Dear God, the Sigma buff was trash. The Sigma was trash. Okay. Grunty, help me out. You play this thing like a big light cruiser, right? Like you don't push up, you hang back. You want to fight at like mid-range, right? Like 12-ish kilometers. Don't I have like 16? I have like 16 kilometers of range. I want to fight at like 12 to 14 is the goal, right? Like that's kind of the plan, isn't it? Long-range farming. Okay, that's what I thought. Attempted dodge. Welcome in.
This way.
Thank you for the raid, my friend. Let's get a shout out when you get a minute. Thank you very much. Open Water, think Kleber. Okay. Open Water, Kleber and I are not amazing friends, but I will do what I can. I remember I had a couple of good games in this boat a few weeks ago when we first started this experiment, but I need a lot more practice in it. The play style is so different from how I normally play Destroyer, I know I need a lot more work. Oh, Lord. All right, YouTube. What do you got? Hit me, Comstock.
Welcome
Massa.
to Jurassic.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Dodge life has been pretty good. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? I just realized that it copied the wrong link. Give me a moment. Here we go. Go fix this real fast. Don't need you. There we go. That should fix it. Well, I know the feeling. Oh, hi, Chaser. Ooh, 7K. Ooh, that AP's nasty, huh?
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
We have a Balau on the edge of the map. Go get him, Colbert. Go get him, Colbert. You got this, bucko. All right, thank you, Xanda. Appreciate you putting that in the queue for me. All right, we know the Daring is here. The Thrasher's on the other side of the map. That means we can anticipate... Okay. Yeah, I was going to say he effed off to this side of the cap.
The boogeyman is real, and you just found him.
I know you're there. I can hear you breathing. Well, Colbert got that guy, because he was not very smart.
Good game.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Get that AP in the barrel. Let's go. Let's go. I know I can Citadel that guy. Aww. Feels bad. Feels bad, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a nice day to die. For you, that is.
Oh, hey, what up? You left your smoke thing. It burns when I PvP, he says. Okay. Well, there you go and stuff. Hey, look, we have no map control because I have no idea what these destroyers are doing. But we did at least murder their other submarine, so that's something, I guess. Hi, Chaser. How you doing, buddy?
Welcome
Who we got? Danny's
to Jurassic Park.
with the follow. Thank you much. Boop. Suck it. 7K. Suck it. Okay, Monty's a little close. Monty's turning out, actually. Let's back off. I have no idea why this Smolensk has such a hard-on for me. Like, I'm literally the only thing he shot at for, like, the last 5 minutes. I'm at 16 kilometers and the battleship is still shooting at me. Go figure. Alright, the Hergamo finally grew a pair of balls. That's something. They killed the Yami. Smolensk just finally ate some crap. I love all of that. Okay. Shima and Gearing have pushed through over here. So let's go find them and murder them. Oh, good. AP's in the barrel. The ballistics on this ship are crazy, Cab. 100%. You would think that Havoc, but the guy has not been within 15 kilometers of me, so there's only... I mean, I can't even really shoot him.
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
Well, I hit somebody. He's going right for the island. Suck it!
King, baby.
Hail to the king, baby.
Got him!
Now, the Gearing's out here in front of me somewhere as well. If that guy's smart, and he's a little too close, if that guy's smart, he will F off somewhere. I have to crouch out for his torpedoes. I do not want to get torped. I'm not faster than he is. He is faster than me. Okay, I think he's right here. That's what I think. I actually sort of want to get in a gunfight with this St. Vincent, just because I'm thinking my AP will do really mean things to him, but I don't actually know. I'm just curious. Oh, hi, Gearing. Hold on a minute. Gatto, you're going to pick that up. I'm going to help murder this guy. Oh, I was going to help murder that guy. Vincent is leaving. Chaser is back hunting our submarine to extinction. He'll be dead soon because he's dumb. He tangled with a British He tangled with a British destroyer. He's going to get what he deserves.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Chaser, this team does not seem inclined to do much, buddy. You're all running. All right, let's get back to some of this long-range farming we're supposed to be doing. Oh, Edinburgh just got massacred. Oh, hey, Smolensk. How you doing, buddy? Arugamo's going to be able to cap B. I've got to go back and defend the submarine, apparently. This team is so far back, I can't even shoot anything. There's literally nothing for me to shoot. That's how far back off the caps this team is playing. Yikes. Yes, Benzie. Oh. Oh, thank God. That was about to piss me off. All right. Ooh, he torped the Gearing. Balls of steel on that Gatto, kids. All right. Chaser's going to push up, probably harassing the Minnesota if he isn't already. Chaser's also a fairly low health ship. We're going to have all the caps here shortly. Yep, that's about what I expected. Think I'm going to have to load the HE. I think I'm going to have to load the HE. I'm expecting Chaser to be bow into me as soon as I come around the corner. Yep.
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
I think now would be a good time for some smoke.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
What up, you trash panda?
Got him!
Yeah, suck it, trash panda.
Another day, another disembowelment.
And we have no spotting. None whatsoever. Really want to get my bow guns into this fight, please. He's guessing. He has no idea where I am. Now I can get them all in, though. No, go back the other way. Ah! I'm going to have to hammer it out of here very soon. Smoke's going to expire on me. I'm doing what I can, but I think this guy's going to eat torpedoes. Yeah, he's dead. Not going to bother shooting at him anymore. Torpedoes are going to kill him. What up, North Carolina? Oh, excellent. Time extension. These guns are ridiculous. I'm loving every minute of this. Once you get used to the handling and how hard it is for this ship to hide, you can absolutely do some really, really cruel things with these guns. Well, Grunty, that's the shot I'm going for, but I'm not used to the ballistics. I'm used to a lot more shell drop, so whatever. Crap happens. Oh, Chaser, your team was not interested in coming forward. Your team was not interested. Yeah, she really is, Adildros. She's got 30k. Like, it's crazy the amount of HP this thing has. I like it. I understand the Smolensk sphere a little better once I was able to actually Citadel him. I was a little irritated the battleships wouldn't shoot at him, but I kind of understand because it's a Smolensk and because he's just going to laugh. You did fine, Chaser. I will say I was floored how much damage I had two really big salvos against you, about 7 or 8k each, all AP. I would not have expected those shells to bite and fully fuse and give me full pens, but they did. I was really shocked at that, actually. Like, I probably put, I put 20K into you, almost all of it out of AP. Really surprising. I feel your pain there, Havoc. I really do. No, Rado, they are not. No. iChase is a completely separate person. Chaser's just been a long-time member of the channel. He's been around a long time. Yeah, early in the game, Chaser, when we ran across each other, I had too much help nearby. In the late game, when I saw you push the Minnesota out of the cap, I was like, and you have RPF on that build, because your RPF changed to me as I got closer, and I thought, all right, well, he knows I'm coming. If his torps are ready, I might be in trouble, but I have to try and make this play. And you actually gave me more of a shot than I thought I was going to get. I came out of the corner with HE in the barrel, expecting to find you bow on, and you were already turning. And I was like, well, crap. So it was like, vomit out the HE, load the AP, and then finally get you. So, solid. I'm starting to find a rhythm with this ship. I like it. I'm with Grunty. I think the unique upgrade completely changes how it plays for the better. And I definitely want to spend more time in it. There's just not enough hours in the day. All right, what else have you guys put in this here? We've got Harugamo. Zanda's got one in from... Oh, Comstock. I hated Merker. So, wait, these ships get improved pen angles. I didn't know that. It made me go look now. Hold on. It made me go look now. Germany. Elbing. Come on. Main battery. AP. That's nice. So, the German... So, Elbing, at least, is it all of the spot cruisers or just the top end of the line? Is it just like Elbing and Schultz that get this? That get the American piercing... Schultz gets it. Merker gets it. I think the reason it feels bad at tier 7 and 8 is because the gun ballistics are so terrible. Yeah, so they all get it. Yeah, they all get it. So, no, Ice Rose. They don't get German AP angles. They get American heavy cruiser ricochet angles. So, the German 150s, right? When you play a German light cruiser, okay, I'm looking at you, Königsberg, right? You have the little German 150s on a 6-second reload. Or if this is 7.5 at tier 5. And at Nuremberg, it's a 6-second reload. These are excellent guns, right? Great shell velocity, fairly solid ballistics out to range. You can land these shells reliably on things at max range, okay? Oh no, I'm going to have to translate it. Hold on a minute. The shell velocities that you're getting out of Elbing's guns are significantly better, it seems. I mean, I disagree with you, Ono, but that's fine. I mean, to each their own. And so, between the ballistics and the penetration angles, right? You'll get with these with the light cruiser guns here in the cruiser line. You only have that 45 degree window, right? That's 90-degree window off to the broad side of the ship that you'll get full pins. With the spot cruisers, it widens out to 120 degrees. So of the full, if someone's showing, you've got the full 180 degrees of the ship to shoot at, that 120-degree cone that's perpendicular to their broadside, that's where you can get. That's how you get. That's the ounce. That's how you get ounces. How you avoid getting bounces. I'll come up with a minute. Grunty, I think that's a really good summary, right? Chaser, that's understandable. Elbing is much quicker than you think with that unique upgrade and the speed boost going. I think she can hit 45. So yeah, I mean, don't feel bad, right? Like, I'm still trying to figure this ship out myself, so I'm with you. Hetman with the resub. Thank you. Welcome in. Okay. Tromp Summers, French cruiser or battleship from Flaming. What do I have that's French that even interests me? I don't play a lot of French ships. French ships in general do not interest me. What do I own that interests me? You said cruiser, right? Yeah, Chaser, she'll hit 45. She'll hit 45. I'm still trying to grind this ship out and be done with it, and I'm actually not terribly far. Let's go put a game into Brest. That's a French cruiser for Flaming. We'll do that. No. To player Strasbourg? Yikes. Kyle, I don't have a Marseille yet. I'm trying to get up to one. Oh my god. Comstock, you liked Z31? I think you're the only person on the planet. Oh, I hated that ship. I cannot... Algeria is fun. You're not wrong. I cannot stand Z31. That ship is terrible. Oh, I hate that thing so much. Cab, I approve. Well done.
It's go time.
That'll do. Do I load the AP or the HE? Only 2 destroyers and 4 cruisers. Let's load the AP. My assumption is I'll get a cruiser to shoot at before I get something else. Bayard is fun. I agree with you there, Flux. I have never been a big fan of Aegir. She is flaming, 100%. I'm not a huge fan of Aegir. The mid-tier French destroyers I really struggle with. For me, the French destroyer line really comes together at tier 8. When you get to Le Fantasque, the line just takes off like a rocket. They're just so good. The mid-tier ones, to me, are not amazing, but they're okay. Right? Like, they can be made to work, but the ballistics on those guns are not as good as the 139s you get at the high end of the line, and so they're much more challenging to use. Super. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know why they nerfed Jaguar. I was like, why? It's just Jaguar. I 100% do not want to be in a hurry out here. No, so, Chaser, what had happened, our submarine had run, I guess, the ship surveillance, and it pinged you on that side of the map. And so on my mini-map, I had the little icon that showed you on that corner of the cap. And so all I did was put, I tried to map aim and kind of look and see where the cursor was going, and then just take a couple of shots in the hopes that I might reset you. You can go back and watch the replay, but that's what I was basing it on. I like this shim of smoke. I don't like that he's not spotting. I don't like that we are not able to see things. I really do not want to see a Conqueror on this map. That is unpleasant. We are probably going to go ahead. Oh, the Conqueror's already turned around. I'm going to try and get up in the smoke. That's correct, Chaser. That's one of the things that makes subs so ridiculous, is they have that little ability that lets them spot opposing surface ships, and it puts them on the mini-map just the same way, you get that little icon on the mini-map. So yeah. But the player, never get any indication that this is occurring. It's one of the things that somebody like Euro has been pointing out as to one of the reasons submarines are so dumb. And he's not wrong. He's 100% right. Okay, I'm going to back off now. I have no interest in being this close. I'm just up here trying to murder this Salem. Well, we set the Salem on fire again, but that is not improving his visibility enough that we can spot him, which makes me sad. I will instead Try to shoot at the Aegir. And likely miss. He's turning in, I think. Salem is repositioning. We lost him now. I'm going to take that shot. I'm just not expecting much out of it. I can't believe that I'm getting these shots for free right now. Well, Shima did his job, so good for him. Come on, get over the island. Excellent. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Good timing. Part of me sort of wants to go brawl this Conqueror. I mean, I realize it's a dumb idea. Part of me still wants to. Okay, let's not be here anymore. I don't know what's got me spotted, but I don't want to get shot. I sort of don't know what to do from this position. You're fine. Firing HE at this guy is likely a waste of my time. Ooh, that HP salvo was solid. Let's go back to that. This is going to hurt a lot because I'm French. Not as much as I hurt him. Let's back off. I don't want to be here. Put 20k into him. I feel that feels okay. All right, we need help. It feels like we need help on the other side of the map. I feel like hanging around over here is not doing me any good. We're just dicking around with a Conqueror. Oh, I believe that, Chaser. All right, let's just go, maybe. I don't know. I'm on my speed boost is ticking. Let's just go to the other side of the map and maybe be useful. Oh, hi. How you doing, buddy? Oh, he's going to feel that. Well, too many overpins, unfortunately. That might be a good hit if I let him right. No, I'm a little behind him. Shima got away. Shima got away. Life is okay then. Come on, guns. Finish reloading. All right, he felt that at least. Let's get moving. I'm not chasing this Conqueror to the end of the earth. Well, I hit him at least. They weren't great hits, but I hit him. All right, let's see. We have a solid lead. The team is playing very conservatively, which is frankly understanding. Our U-190 is about to die because he got depth charged by like 8 things at once. So, sucks to be you and stuff, I guess.
Oh, any got such good gas mileage.
I'm sort of bored back here. And I think I have an opportunity to go murder the Salem and the Colbert. I'm going to try and take it. You got lucky. Because I led you correctly, they just straddled you, Mr. Mogador. So you got pretty lucky there.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks. Where's the hammer when you need one?
Much better.
Where did the Colbert F off to? Oh, that's where he F'd off to. Ooh, Alaska knows he's been in a fight. Come on, Shells, kill him. Oh, the whole thing fell in the water? Come on. Piece of trash. That was some ridiculous garbage. You know, this team is determined to throw this game. Do you remember when we were winning? I remember when we were winning. I'm not going out there, Gearing. How stupid do you think I am?
This is a force to be reckoned with.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Much better.
You know, I'm really tired of this game already. All I'm trying to do is win the game, and somehow they have magically have ships in all the right places.
No gas.
All right, well, I'm going to lose by sitting here. And my battleships have all suicided, so screw it. I guess I just lose. I'm so exhausted by this. There's few ships in the game I hate more than Colbert. Losing to one just legit infuriates me like this. And watching this team just get murdered is absolutely unbelievable.
Road, no
Well,
gas,
we lost.
and no chicks.
I'm not even going to bother with the rest of this. This is a giant waste of my time. My personal favorite was when the entire salvo that should have killed the Alaska fell in the water. Big fan of that. Well, another waste of my time. Stupid, silly fun. Italian battleships, Black Duke? Do you hate me? I think you hate me. Feels like you hate me. I'm not playing Trump tonight, Grunty. I'm not. I'm just not. I need to get away from high tier for a little bit. Games like that infuriate me. Let's go suffer in Oklahoma. At least with Oklahoma, I don't have to think because the ship is so bad it doesn't matter what I do. It'll suck. Good morning, Nathan. Caracciolo is about the only decent Italian battleship in the game. I did, Grunty. I quite enjoyed Elbing. I'll play Elbing again. I like Elbing. That unique upgrade really does improve the ship. Really does. It's nice. I've only played, I think, 2 games in Loria Black Duke. She was okay. I remember thinking, well, it's not bad. But at the end of the day, it's still Italian. Like, so I don't really care. Like, it's Italian. The only Italian battleship they've ever made that's worth spit is Cesare. Almost all the rest of them, like, the regular tech tree battleships are almost universally trash, with a handful of exceptions, right? Oh, are you in this one again, Chaser? Okay, it's fine. I don't care. Oklahoma is steaming garbage, so I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back and drink my bourbon.
I always said if there's a way to go, it would have something to do with women, whips, and oil.
Flaming. Giulio Cesare. Giulio Cesare. And I'm probably getting Giulio wrong, but that's at least close. Yeah, I saw Merton. Trust me, the Jin Palace is a significantly better ship than this steaming pile of trash. Oklahoma is arguably one of the worst battleships they've ever made. A 40-second reload at Tier 5 is absolutely unconscionable. Unconscionable. I don't know why you would ever consider this okay to release. It's terrible. It's bad enough when you play like a Kansas and you've got to deal with it. But doing it at Tier 5? Oh, for God's sake. I can fire these guns, get up, take my dog for a walk, and come back and they won't have reloaded. And I don't even own a dog. Well, at least there's a Phoenix to shoot at. Maybe I can get him to explode. I overled the Phoenix. That's how bad these guns are. I overled the Phoenix. That's all right. I'll get to shoot again in another hour or so. This guy is slowing way down. See, a regular battleship would be shooting right now. But instead, because I'm in Oklahoma, I have to suffer and let him escape. Sounds like fun. Woo! Hit 3 shells that time. Last of the big spenders. Oh, for God's sake. Solid hit on the Miyogi, at least. That's something. Excellent. This guy's going to take most of them.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Awesome! At 7 kilometers, I still straddled this clown. Super fun.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Who was that? Lost Grunt? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
You need a new ass. That one's got a hole in it.
Oklahoma, the big fat ship that couldn't. There's no way those have the range. Who the hell's torpedoes are these? Those are the deli torpedoes.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
What a waste of my time this game is.
Much better.
Somebody could, you know, shoot him now. That'd be great. Why aren't my secondaries firing? I have clear line of sight on Chaser. Why are my secondaries not firing? Like, they should be able to shoot right over this island. Oh, there we go, finally. God, this boat is trash. Please die, Deli. Thank you.
Eat shit and die.
Chaser's just casually sailing around murdering my entire team because it's fun. And because I can't do anything about it because I'm in Oklahoma and it's a steaming pile of hot garbage. So guys, remember the rule. Never ever ever play Oklahoma as long as if you value your sanity.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, angled. He just casually takes 10,000 points of damage off of me. And I have to wait like 8 hours for my guns to reload. It's super fun.
Much better.
Damn. Desert road, no gas.
Suck it, Chaser.
No chicks. You need a new ass. That one's got a hole in it.
I mean, I'm going to die. He's 100% going to burn me down. But I think I'm about to do the same thing to him. I think. Wasted game. So, as I said, guys, remember... Comstock, no. Oklahoma is hot garbage. It can't take, it can't hit anything. The secondaries are its buff, and they're terrible. No. If you want a secondary battleship at tier 5, go play an Agincourt. right? Like, that is a far superior secondary battleship than Oklahoma will ever be. Chaser, I'm aware. I mean, admittedly, the game is half bots, so you have to lower your expectations. But, like, Oklahoma's garbage. Poltava is at least playable. Oklahoma is just trash. So Justin, I had a Vampire Deuce game recently that was actually pretty good. I think last stream. I think it'll be coming to the channel sometime in April. I mean, I guess if you got your Oklahoma for free, yay, but I mean, I don't know why you'd play it. I don't know why you'd ever play that ship. Like, there's dozens of other tier 5 ships I would rather play than that. All right, what else we got? I got Napoli. You know what? I'm going to take this. I'm going to take Cab's request here for Baltimore. Just because I like Balti. She's fun. Xanda asked earlier about the tragedy in Baltimore, right? The bridge collapse, the ship impact and the bridge collapse. I was playing this thing in ranked. Do I pick up defensive fire to go back to randoms? I think yes. I think yes you do. Thank you, Sanity. Welcome in. Anyway, so Xanda was asking about that, and we've had a lot of conversations in Discord about it. One of the best things I saw posted was from a retired Maersk chief engineer.
Welcome.
Duckman, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And we don't really know anything yet. It's going to be a while before the investigation has anything to talk about.
Welcome.
Newbie, thank you for the follow.
Jurassic Park.
But one of the things that you can very clearly see when you watch the video is the ship losing power, right? And one of the things that I've seen people talking about, I saw this thing or a friend of mine sent me this thing on Facebook, and he was like, and it was basically to the extent of, it's not possible for ships to lose steering when they lose power. They have redundant systems. And I was like, okay, well, part of that is correct, right? You do have some redundant systems. Steering is not one of them, okay? There's only one rudder. You have a steering system that is tied to the rudder. What you do have redundancy in is there is generally more than one way to power the system that runs the rudder. This chief engineer was basically posting, he said, look, the ship is very clearly diesel electric. Most modern container ships are diesel electric. What does that mean? It means that there are a certain number of diesel generators on the ship that make electricity. And then every single thing on the ship runs off electricity. The main propulsion is run by electric motor. All the auxiliaries are electrical. The water maker is electrical. Everything is electrical. So as long as you have electrical power generation is up and running, the ship functions normally. However, when power is lost, everything goes offline. Everything. Now, a ship like that will absolutely have an emergency generator, okay? That is designed from the get-go such that when the power goes out, it detects, the sensors on the ship will go, oh, power's out. Turn on the E-Gen, right? So that is normal, right? The E-Gen will kick on. But the E-Gen is essentially there for two main reasons. One is there's going to be a short list of systems on the ship that are identified as safety critical systems, okay? Those will be powered by the E-Gen, and usually you measure that demand, and it's very tightly controlled in the design phase. The other thing is you're going to use that power and those systems to restart the main generators, okay? So what you're watching in that video is the ship goes dark. I don't know what tripped that, right? Something we'll find out in the investigation, but very clearly the ship loses power for some reason. The Roma's here. I'm not excited about that. And at that point, then, you have to start asking yourself, okay, so the E-Gen is on the ship kicking on, and there's about a 60-second window in there where the ship is dark, and then they get power back. That ought to have been the end of it, right? You had a power failure, generator kicked in, we got everything back, we're up and running again. However, main power goes out again. Really? Anyway, yes, NTSB 100%. NTSB is the National Transportation Safety Board. This is a transportation. This is transportation. Doesn't have to be airplanes necessarily. You're used to hearing NTSB with air crash investigations. So, but that's not the only thing. Anyhow, so then clearly something is wrong. And what this chief engineer's post is basically talking about, my God, look at the murder on the other side of the map, is essentially like, okay, we don't know what's causing it, but there's very clearly some kind of problem. His speculation was with the fuel system, right? Like that the fuel system had some kind of casualty that was then, oh, how am I lit from there? Oh, this Atago is here. Hi, Atago. Go away, Roma. I'm busy. Huh. It bounced. LOL. That's right, little Atago. You go ahead and come through there. And he was basically talking about, you know, and so part of the problem seems to be that the fuel system is not functioning as it should because the main engines aren't able to come back on. Now, here's the trick. Once you've lost control of the steering, you're at the mercy of the wind. You're a giant sailboat. And this thing sits many stories out of the water, right? Many stories out of the water. And even a few knots of wind, and if memory serves, the wind was blowing about 10 knots that night, will do really bad things. And so the wind very clearly pushes her out of the lane, and by the time they're able to get power back on, they can't recover. So it seems pretty clear to me that this is just this is a really bad accident, right? I've seen people talk about, oh, you know, terrorism, it's intentional, and I'm kind of going, no, I don't believe in any of that. There's too many things that can go wrong on a ship for any of that to make sense, right? That should kill the Atago. Somehow he managed to live. Amazing. On like 4 HP. Hold on a minute. Oh, hey, Atago. How you doing, buddy? Ah, thank God. We finally killed the stupid Atago. All right. Nah, Killer, there's no need for that. That's honestly kind of overkill. If you tried to take tugs through there for everything, the delays on shipping would be fairly extreme, I think. So you really probably don't want to mess with that. You're better off. You're better off sticking with the way they do it now. You just ship. I mean, the bridge is tall enough. Just drive the ship out of port under its own power. Now, the real tragedy is that because of the way the bureaucratic nonsense works in this country, it's going to take forever for them to rebuild that thing, right? Forever. Because nothing happens quickly underneath the weight of the American bureaucracy. If there's anything I've learned over the last few years, that is an ironclad guarantee. I think I might have just overshot the Roma a bit there. He's turning back in a way I had not expected. Or anticipated. No, we still got him to reset. Now, bow onto the Warspite or bow onto the Roma, I am not afraid. What I don't want to be is broadside any of them or bow onto the Colorado. Those guys will ruin my day very effectively. We're only a ship down, but we have no board control right now, which feels terrible. Who was that? Jade with the follow. And Newbie, I think I missed you. Thank you. Welcome in. I'm racking up the reset ribbons here, I'll tell you that. I have lit this Roma on fire more times than he probably wants to think about. I've got a really good shot on this Talin if I can get my guns around for it without getting slapped by this Roma. And I'm probably going to get slapped by this Roma. But I feel like I have to... No. I feel like I have to take this shot. Woo, he lost me just in time. Oh, no. Don't Citadel me, bro. Excellent. Thank you. Oh, crap. He's going to be able to see me and Citadel me. I don't like any of this. Our entire team is piled into the same 3 squares. Have you noticed? I noticed. We have no map control because everybody on the team is in the same place. I have 26 base defense ribbons. What in the hell are the rest of you doing? Yeah, that was inevitable.
I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch.
Yeah, we have no vision on anything. Well, I have to go off by myself and hope I don't get murdered by the Lenin. That's basically where we're at in this game. I do remember the Ever Given, yes. Ooh, Little Helena, that might go badly for you. Yeah. You should be careful there, sir.
Power on. Now it's time to
Ah,
kick some ass.
that's what's got me spotted. I'm like, how is this a thing?
After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action.
What a waste of my time this game was. I have 125,000 damage, 27 base defense ribbons, and we're going to lose this game because my team can't do anything.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
I'm dead.
Much better.
Like... Hang on a minute. I have to downvote the entire team. Like, holy bejesus.
To Jurassic Park.
It's like, where were the rest of you? And why did you do nothing? You died to torpedoes. I don't know what the rest of you did. Like, holy hell. No, Cab, honestly, Baltimore is the only thing that keeps Baltimore balanced is the fact that she doesn't have a heel. If this ship had a heel, it'd be so obscenely broken, it's crazy. I like that, Grunty. So, Nathan, over on YouTube, the bridge that collapsed was not a part of I-95. It was a part of 695, which is a loop around Baltimore. There's absolutely an impact there, but it's not a part of the main main north-south corridor on the eastern seaboard. What's going to hurt is that they aren't able to. A lot of port and hazmat traffic use that bridge, and of course, for the next 5 to 8 years, that bridge is not there, so they're going to struggle. So, Garon, you're talking about infrastructure budget. I disagree. The budget is not the problem, right? They'll find the money. The American government, the last 4 years, has been printing money like it's going out of style, right? That's why the price of everything is up 25%, because we've printed more dollars, right? So there you go. The trick is that the hoops you have to jump through in order to do major infrastructure projects, every year they get worse. Every year they get a little worse and a little worse and a little worse and a little worse, because no one will take the EPA and yank them by the collar and rub their nose in the pile of doggy doo that they've made and say, "Bad puppy, clean up your mess," right? I will not curse on stream. I will not curse on stream. I will not curse on stream. Wow. 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 Right. Right, Rommel. Exactly what I'm talking about. So, there's a whole lot of people in this country, politicians or not politicians, that bemoan the state of American infrastructure, right? We have a lot of, airports, bridges, so on and so forth. The complaint is valid, but fixing it will require a mind change, a shift in thinking of pretty much America. Certainly America's political class, right? If you want to build infrastructure, building infrastructure requires the demolition of something. Could be an open field, could be a ditch, could be a mountainside, could be a forest, could be just an acre of trees. I don't know, something. In order to construct infrastructure, something must be sacrificed. But for the last 50 years, the environmental lobby in this country has basically said, no, thou shalt not do anything, without spending stupid amounts of money and taking way too long, to the point where the projects become cost prohibitive because you spend sometimes billions of dollars and you're never able to effectively recoup that investment. That's one of the reasons that nuclear power in this country has basically died, right? Part of it is the successful propaganda war that was waged against nuclear power by the media and the environmentalist lobby in the late 70s up through Chernobyl and on into the early 90s, right? All of that was very effective. But also, right, all of the different hoops and rules they put you through now to build a plant, even if you wanted to. There's a beautiful video. I got to find this thing. There's a professor at the University of Illinois that has the most amazing video on nuclear power. And I realize we're not talking about nuclear power, but nuclear power is a subject that is near and dear to my heart. I build oil and gas facilities for a living, and I think nuclear power is the way to go. Like, it's amazing. We need it. So, yeah, NIMBY is 100% part of it. Give me a minute. I got to go find this guy. but he has one of the best videos on YouTube where he basically explains the economics of a nuclear power plant and why they don't get built, because it takes way too long. The initial investment bar, like for a private investor to decide, I want to build a nuclear power plant in America, the initial outlay, the initial investment is so long, is so huge that it takes you so long to recoup it that you could have built like 7 like natural gas power plants in the same amount of time. It's so dumb. And we do it to ourselves. We 100% do it to ourselves. Here it is. Let me find him here. Illinois Energy Prof. Okay, let me find this channel. Let me find this video. It's the most amazing video. He has so many great lectures on nuclear power. I love his channel. Absolutely love his channel. But then he's got another one. Where's the one about the economics of nuclear power? I've got to find it. Reactors of the future. Oh, it's so here. Hang on. Bam, found it. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to post this video in chat. Something like that, Mortis. I forget what it is. If this is a topic that interests you, hold on a minute. I need to get the right link. There we go. If this is a topic that interests you, the way it interests me, and whether you live in America or not, I would strongly encourage you to watch this video, because the same stuff he's talking about, the economics of it all, apply no matter where you're trying to build a reactor. Okay? Check that video out, and also check out his channel. There's a ton of really, really, really good videos on that channel that help educate you about the realities of certain kinds of power plants, why they're valid, why they're why they're being built, why they're not, and so on and so forth. It's a fabulous channel. I cannot recommend it enough. I'll put it in the YouTube chat as well. Here we go. That one. There we go. So if nuclear power as a subject interests you, I would strongly encourage you to watch that video. I would also strongly encourage you to send it to anybody else in your life that votes, that is of voting age, right? Everyone needs to see that, in my opinion. Hedman, the problem, okay, so Chernobyl was a horror story, but Chernobyl is a horror story that literally can't happen in the West. Nobody else on the planet builds that kind of reactor. Nobody does, right? Now, that's not to say that nuclear power is not without risks. Of course it is. But so are all kinds of power plants, right? Think about all the hydroelectric dams we've built. What happens when a dam fails? It's not very pleasant, is it? There is risk. We try to minimize the risk, but the risk is always there. It cannot be removed. It can never be removed. That's engineering. You can never engineer all of the risk out of anything. It's just not possible. All right, 1911 wanted a Summers game. He's been very patient. I'm going to play it, but I'm going to play it in randoms. I don't think this is a good boat for ranked. I don't think she's got enough tools. 100% Vladeshi. 100% Vladeshi. Two things in America specifically, two things really, really screwed nuclear power in this country. One was 3 Mile Island, and the other was 3 Mile Island happening right around the same time that Hollywood made a movie called The China Syndrome. How many people have ever actually seen The China Syndrome? Show of hands in chat if you have actually seen The China Syndrome. I'm genuinely curious. Never heard of it. 1911. McAllen. Cab's not familiar with it. Vladeshi's seen it. It's been a long time for Hetman. Al-Anon has not seen it. That's a shame. That's a shame, Al. Twisted over on YouTube has seen it. A few of you. Jack Lemmon, Jane Fonda. Jack Lemmon, Jane Fonda. It is arguably one of the movies that made Jane Fonda a Hollywood star. Arguably. I think she kind of was already going in that direction, but certainly she got a tremendous amount of recognition for it. Now, the movie is full of a lot of assumptions and a lot of crooked people, and a lot of things have to go wrong for the plot of the movie to even occur. But at the end of the day, even despite all of that, there is still no actual meltdown. No one is actually killed by the reactor problem. There are some deaths in the movie, but they're a result of other things, okay? And so That movie, this is another situation of Hollywood injecting itself into a conversation that, frankly, it should have stayed the hell out of because it didn't know what the hell it was talking about. And here we are. Now, the French have been proving to the rest of the West that that this was totally a thing. You could absolutely do this for many, many years now. But for whatever reason, the West has not really been paying attention. So here we are. Kyle's not seen it. I would strongly encourage you guys, again, this is a topic that is a particular passion of mine. Obviously, we're still talking about it. So I would strongly encourage you, if you are similarly inclined and similarly interested, I would strongly encourage you to go check out that movie. You need to understand the enemy, right? Because they are 100% the enemy here. Okay, I'm going to keep the third rack in reserve. I tend to do that when I play a triple launcher ship. I see the Marceau swanning around mid. I don't know what else they might have in this area for the cap. I didn't even look at radar. They don't have... Okay, they have a Salem. He's down south. Do I risk this? Let's risk it. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Let's give the Thrasher a hand. Well, with the planes coming back, this might be a mistake, but I'm doing it anyway. I want to finish this cap while the Thrasher's still on the surface. 10 seconds. Nope, Thrasher backed out. Thanks, Thrasher. And now somebody's in here with me. Time to go be somewhere else. Moines has got balls. They did Grunty, and they're going to regret it. I mean, they're already. It feels like Germany's already regretting it, right? The cost of electricity in Germany is now like quadruple what it was just a few years ago. I don't know how. I don't know how anybody in your government thinks that's sustainable. Your own government is like killing German industry. I just don't understand. I don't understand. That's the simple way to say it. I don't understand. All right, Lemming, have a good one. Ooh, this could be good, ladies and gentlemen. This feels pretty good. We're at least going to get a torpid and a flood. Yep.
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
He put the flood out. I need somebody to shoot him now. Where the hell is my team? Thank you.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
All right, Cleveland's going to cap B. I have 2 Tier 10 battleships playing on the 2 line.
Another day, another disembowelment. You're about as useful as a hobo's dick cheese.
Ooh, do I brave this? Okay, I'm going to push a little bit. I probably can't push too far because the Sherman will murder me otherwise. All right, now we can murder the submarine. Hold on. Oh, the Awami's coming back. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Leave my ride behind.
Okay, the Awami's leaving. Poison is pushing. I really want to kill this Thrasher. I really want to kill this Thrasher. This is a huge risk. But the Awami, with the Awami turning around, I think I need to take it. Marvelous. All right, now I got to back off. I am severely trapped here. I'm in trouble. I have sort of sold my soul to kill this submarine. Yep, I'm in trouble. All right, well, it is what it is. Let's get going. Well, boys, I traded my life for the submarine. I hope you're grateful.
Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
I don't even have a torpedo. Like, I have no torpedoes. I'm literally just sailing at this guy to ram him. Oh wait, I have ARAC. I have ARAC.
Oh, lucky shot. I'm gonna feel
It's fine. Well, good luck, boys. I traded my ship for the sub. I hope you get something out of it. Oh, Grunty, California's making the same mistake, right? They're trying to make the internal combustion engine illegal, and they can barely keep the lights on already. They're so stupid. Most countries, my God, these battleships. Most countries have no idea how to manage energy policy. They're trying to do it by knee-jerk decision, and they're making the same mistake that a lot of people make. They're making decisions for emotional reasons rather than logical ones. So, I mean, they're doing it to themselves, and it's hard for me to have sympathy. Yeah, see, Gilron, like, as far as I'm concerned, like, if you still live in New York or California, get out. Get out. Those people are not going to be satisfied until you are freezing to death in your own home, you know, eating plastic to try and survive. Like, literally, that's what they think is okay. They think this is a great idea. It's so patently ridiculous. Yeah, I know. That's the other problem. Most people can't. Mm-hmm. You're right, Vladeshi. Colorado's not far behind. I don't know, HD. You haven't heard about that. Was that something they were researching? There's a ton of really awesome energy research still going on, right? The problem is that all these idiot politicians are in a giant hurry and think they have all the think that all the solutions are going to come tomorrow, and that's not how any of it works. I hadn't heard about this, HD. I'll have to go look it up. That sounds interesting. If these battleships had the brains God gave a turnip, we might have been able to stay in this game a little while. But here they are, playing on the one line, like dummies. Well, true, Jirax. In my experience, what most politicians simply want is control. They want you beholden to them in some fashion, right? Right, left, it doesn't matter. That's just politicians in general. I'm generalizing here because it's faster. But it's very rare that you find a politician whose stated position is that they want people to make decisions for themselves. That's very, very uncommon in the modern world. Right? We spent 50 years fighting Marxism, but now everybody in every party in the whole planet is a Marxist, right? They're all just like, "Oh, we're going to tell you what to do, LOL." It's like, "Okay, guys, well, yay, I guess." I'm not. This is over. With battleships that bad, you can't win. All right, so Summers remains a frustrating ship for me. Same as Shimakaze. I put Summers and Shimakaze in the same bucket, right? Sometimes they just don't have all the tools that they need or want to be really impactful and impact a battle. Well, Glypto, you say educated. In my opinion, there's different levels of that and different kinds of that, right? But I mean, under no circumstances should somebody in Washington be deciding what somebody in rural Idaho needs in their life. They have no concept of what those people. I'm just throwing out an example, but they have no concept of what those people live, how they live, how they work, how they think. They've never been there, right? There are vast swaths of this country that I've never seen, right? I'm relatively well traveled, right? But even if I did, I would not presume to try to tell people in rural areas, even in my own state, how they should manage their affairs, because they have a very different set of priorities and a very different outlook on life than I do. I've spent the last 30 years of my life living in metro areas. It's a different world, right? In any event, Kyle, that's a very odd. Nice, Twisted. I'm actually envious. I hear beautiful. I hear Idaho's lovely. I want to go check out Idaho and Montana, frankly, right? There's most of the American West I've not seen, and I feel bad about it because there's so much beautiful territory out there. Kyle, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. So many people let their emotions override any logical thought, and it's a huge problem we have in the West right now. Oh, nice, Asin. Was it Lord Asin? Asin? Something like that. I love it. So Cab, you bring up an interesting point. You're talking about Mao. Who here has watched Three Body Problem? Who here has actually watched it? Greetings, Huck. Welcome in. I am not a nuclear engineer. I wish I had been, but I am not. Ginger tried to be a nuke in the Navy. I tried to be a nuke in the Navy. The Navy didn't want me. The Navy actually took her, but she missed nuke school by a little bit. Grey Wolf says yes. A couple of you know. Okay. I gotta say, I really enjoyed Three Body Problem. It is really, really interesting science fiction. I've not read the books. I know nothing about it other than the author is a Chinese national. And so, but the first, that is sad, Gelron. That is sad. The first 5 to 8 minutes of the series is literally a depiction of a struggle session during the Cultural Revolution in Beijing in 1966. They literally show you what it was like, and it's horrifying, right? I'm watching this unfold, and I'm realizing that the people, when you meet, I've seen people interviewed who live in this country now, right, today in the modern era, 2024, that lived in China during the Cultural Revolution, and they talk about how they're seeing many of the same kinds of influences, the same kinds of things said about, how to treat people who think differently or whatever. And I watched the first 5 to 6 minutes of that show, and it was chilling, absolutely horrifying to watch these people just eat their own, literally, right? For seemingly ridiculous reasons. And I was just like, wow, we Look around. Like, we're literally living this today. It's creepy. It was really creepy. What's up, Zorax? Good evening, Hobbs. How you doing? You say well-read. I don't know about well-read. I haven't actually read Three Body Problem. I watched the series, and I really enjoyed it. I have not read it. I know it won a Hugo about 10 years ago, and it's a whole series. I'm looking forward to more of the series, though. Excellent. It looks really good. 100% Jirax. That's my point, right? The movement has a different facade on it, but it's the same ideas driving it forward. And I was just like, yikes, that is friggin' terrifying. Whole lot of, yeah, give me a lot of hashtag P&W guys in here. A lot of P&W represent going on. Olu, exactly my point. Exactly my point, right? Yes, Kyle, I have seen that interview. It's very good. I haven't seen that, Mortis. The reaction I've seen, the reaction I had read about was that in general, the Chinese populace that had seen it thought it was a fairly good adaptation. But then again, I'm reading someone else's generalization of what they've read, so it's possible I'm not correct. I don't want to go back to Summers. I've had enough Summers. Let's see what else is in there. Benzi wanted a Harugumo game. Okay, I'm going to play Harugumo, and they're going to go away from Destroyer for a bit. I will try Harugumo in ranked, mostly because I'm already at the bottom and I have nowhere to go but down, so I sort of don't care. But Harugumo is not a good boat for me. This ship and I and this branch of the Japanese destroyer line and I typically don't get along all that well. So keep that in mind and temper your expectations accordingly. Now, should I play range Harugumo or reload? 15 kilometers feels like plenty of range. I'm not in King of the Sea, so I feel like 15 kilometers is fine. That seems okay. Yeah, we'll just play her like she is. I'm not sure who that is, Hobbs. You'll have to give me a little more information or a link or something. Okay. Harugumo, let's try it out. In ranked, no less. Lost. I love it. I need that on like a lanyard or like a badge I can wear, right? In every tent camp in the world, Marxism works perfectly. Hetman, that's a tough call. So I will say I am unfortunately not as well read as I would prefer on a lot of classic sci-fi. I have read some Heinlein. I have read Starship Troopers. My father recommended Heinlein to me when I was a teenager, and I know I read Starship Troopers. I feel like I tried to read... Is it Stranger in a Strange Land? Isn't that Heinlein as well? I feel like I tried to read that one and didn't finish it. That sounds correct. Yeah, okay. All right, so yeah. Cosmic. That is one I think that my father told me that was his favorite Heinlein, and I have not read that one. Interesting, now that we're talking about Heinlein. For Christmas, I bought my dad a collection of Heinlein short stories that he had curated himself. In other words, I think they were more or less in the order he wrote them, like in chronological order of their publishing back to 1937 or whatever it was, with little forewords or postscripts written by him. And I feel like when he's done with that book, I need to borrow it. Because I do remember reading some of Heinlein's short stories in high school and thinking, oh, this is really good. But I haven't read much of him. Now, I haven't read a lot of Asimov either. I know Foundation. I grew up seeing Foundation on my father's shelf. And he always told me I should read it, and I had never have. Now that I have Apple TV, I'm genuinely curious about their television show. But I've also been told if you've read the books and enjoy the books, you probably aren't going to enjoy the show. So I don't know about that one. JR, I would absolutely recommend Henri. She's a fun boat. Okay, Hobbs. Hobbs, are we talking about an author or like a YouTube channel? What do you got? I agree with you there, Hetman. I agree with you there. And I agree with you also Cosmic. You can't, there are things you can do in the written form that you cannot do on television, and vice versa, right? There are things that translate better on television that don't really work in a novel necessarily. Going back to Hetman's question, what's my favorite sci-fi written in the last 10 years? I don't know, Ginger necessarily. I don't know what she's read and hasn't read. For me, I'd probably give you Pierce Brown's Red Rising. I've read those books, I think, about 3 times or so. Your favorite sci-fi written in the last 10 years? Written in the last 10 years. I don't know, have you? I didn't think you had. Mortis, I think now that you mentioned it, I had forgotten those. And straight up, I'll tell you, that would be a really tough challenge for me to pick between that and Pierce Brown. I love David Weber. I have a tremendous, like, I love the Honor Harrington books. I love the Safehold books. But I think, man, they're so different. Those two books are so, those two novel series are so radically different. For starters, Weber is very, very wordy, right? Like, in a good way, but very, very wordy.
Time for some fisting.
Brown, the world that Brown creates for Red Rising is incredible. He is another one of those world builders, much the same way we were talking about with, you know, Heinlein and Asimov and those guys, like just so good at it. Okay. All right. If I've done this correctly, Monty will absolutely eat at least 2 of these. No, only 1. He's going to take 1 on the port aft quarter here. I love everything that just happened. The Red Rising series has a lot of really interesting twists in it. And that's one of the things that I love about it, right? Like, the twists in that series are so... Okay, I have no idea what just happened there. Are just wild, right? Just some of the stuff that happens, you're like, wait, what happened? It's so cool. They're so much fun. With that said, I have to say that the Safehold books are incredibly good. And I think one of the reasons that I would probably, now that you mention them, I'd probably pick them over the Red Rising series is because of the way Weber handles religion. He does an amazing job of folding religion into a sci-fi story in a meaningful and interesting way without being disrespectful about it. All right, so the Shima's over on the 2 line somewhere. Y'all really need to kill that Napoli, kids. Like, that dude needs to die. What's up?
Nothing. I figured I'd contribute to the conversation.
Okay.
Most of what I've read is just mystery and urban fantasy.
Yeah, I know.
So.
But we were talking about a lot of classic sci-fi, so there was a question. They were curious.
Yeah. I mean, I read C.S. Lewis Out of the Silent Planet and Paralandria back in, high school.
That's a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, sweetheart.
But, like, I end up reading more fantasy stuff than I do sci-fi. Like, I go back and reread The Dark is Rising sequence by Susan Cooper every year, every couple of years, and
which
I
is
mean,
truthfully more fantasy.
and that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's like most of what I read is generally fantasy. Sci-fi, I read the Honor Harrington series. I really enjoyed them up to a point.
I haven't finished. We've never actually
We've never
finished
finished them.
the Harrington books because there's just too many now. It's gotten silly.
But David Weber is like the sci-fi equivalent of Tom Clancy. So
Yeah.
it's kind of
It's hard to go wrong.
it's hard to go wrong for me. On Basilisk Station starts out very slowly and then kind of accelerates downhill from there. Hey Xanda. But yeah, so there's my thing is that most of the good sci-fi these days is, I don't know. I've always been more of a mystery girl anyway, so I'm kind of drawn to that the noir type stuff more often than not. Fire Kathleen Kennedy.
Yes, please. Now, somebody on YouTube mentioned The Expanse. I've not read those novels. I have watched the series, but I have not actually read the novels. I own the novels. I have not read them.
Yeah, Hetman was asking if I had Tsar-like power over Star Wars, what would I do first?
If you had what?
If I had Tsar-like power over Star Wars, what would I do first?
Fire Kathleen Kennedy.
Fire Kathleen Kennedy.
You've got to get her out. If you want to save that franchise, you have to get rid of her. 100%.
And then I would do an Heir to the Empire series. Because they can have Leia Organa solo when they pry her out of my cold dead hands.
Well, I'm still frequently enraged that we were the state of modern Star Wars is Han Solo the deadbeat dad. Like that just legit enrages me. Okay, so the Napoli turned north. Those torpedoes are going to hit nothing. Feels bad.
Yes, she was. Which is one of the reasons why the books after Honor Among Enemies can be a little... seem a little forced every now and again.
Yeah, he's talked about how Honor was supposed to die at some point, and then obviously he chickened out.
To Jurassic.
And I think the books are a little worse for it.
Yeah.
All right, I think they're going to kill this Kerr first. The Montana is so far out of position, it's silly. Our Zed is literally ignoring the buff immediately adjacent to him. So, fine, I'll go get it, since apparently he won't.
And yes, Girax, I saw that, and, well, I mean, they paid him an awful lot of money.
For which? What?
Lucas defending Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Making. I still think Filoni, and Lucas will tell you that Filoni has a better bead on things, on what he intended. But, Filoni is still going to do his own thing.
No, Napoli, what are you doing? Stop! God, I have to go behind you. You're going to cut me in half otherwise.
Well, you kind of got that with some of the stuff in The Expanse, at least in the series, Hetman.
Oh, for God's sake.
And it got such good gas mileage.
And that other one where you were watching that they were trading consciousness and stuff like that, whatever that one was, I don't remember.
You're talking about Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon, yes.
Again,
That's very...
those are not based on... I think they might be based on comics or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
they're very kind of 1930s, 40s film noir.
The first season was absolutely like film noir. I love the first season of Altered Carbon. I can watch that at any time for almost any reason. It's that good.
Well, and the first season or two of The Expanse kind of has that element in there too, trying to find out what happened to Julie and
right.
all of that. But
Is the Zed in smoke? Yeah, so I have to keep spotting. think I've got this clown. He sees him now. He's trying to turn. And he found a hole, because of course he did. Okay, good. Time to go. Now we have to go murder the Shimakaze. Should pay attention.
He's trying to trash talk you?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Whatever. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. I'm just gonna laugh at him.
You have shot. I've been standing here watching you.
Is there... This guy's complaining that I can't run down the ship that's faster than me.
Hello, Tactical. Nice to meet you.
Okay, that's fine. Sure. Okay, sure thing, buddy.
He's another clanner. He clearly knows more than you do.
Yep.
And this, ladies and gents, is one of the reasons I don't PvP, because people are jerks. Anyway, good night. Have fun.
You're already dead, my friend.
Desert road, no gas, and no chicks. I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Hey, look, you died.
Much better.
Sure.
Looks like you're coming apart at the seams. And it got such good gas mileage.
Truth be told, Xanda, he probably outscored me, right? But you have to remember how okay, so this is one of the reasons that Harugumo and I don't get along, okay? The ship handles like garbage. It's spotted from orbit for a destroyer. It has a tremendous amount of gunpowder, but it doesn't ever want to be firing in open water. It wants to be camped in smoke. What does that mean? It means you can only put it in very specific locations to sit and farm people. When there's islands around, they're going to find ways to avoid you, which obviously kept happening to me because there's islands all over the damn place. Plus, what am I doing? I'm trying to sail around and pick up buffs for the team. I'm trying to spot for the team, etc., etc., etc. So, like, am I playing Harugumo optimally? No, because I'm playing a destroyer, right? I'm playing destroy. Yeah, he's bottom and I'm not. So there you go. But like, for me, it's a completely different. One of the reasons the ship and I don't get along is because all the things that I want out of a traditional destroyer, Harugumo goes against. Harugumo wants to sit and smoke and farm things with her guns. Like, that's what she's good at. I don't do that in a Fletcher or a Gearing, generally, right? Because there's better things to be doing. If I'm sitting in smoke, guess what's not happening? I'm not spotting for my team. I'm a torpedo magnet sitting in smoke. This ship handles like garbage. That's my point, Grunty, right? Like, the Shima is faster than me already. With my speed boost on, the Shima is already faster than me. I can't run a Shima down. He outspots me by over half a kilometer. If we had radar, now things are a little different, right? If you find the Shima for me, hell yeah, I know where he is. I'll go murder him. I'll go hunt him down, right? But if I'm just going to have to wander the map like Hansel and Gretel, calling his name, here, Shima, Shima, like, really? You know, come on. Like, that's not going to work. Good night, Alu. Thanks for being here, buddy. Hobbs, you're not wrong. The Zahn Star Wars trilogy is so good. It's hard to go wrong, right? Those books are amazing. I read those about once a year. I love the Rogue Squadron and the Wraith Squadron books for the same reason. They're fabulous.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Say what?
That's the sci-fi I keep reading.
Ginger says that's the sci-fi she keeps reading, and me too, right? But with that said, I have read other sci-fi in the last 10 years or whatever. Harugumo's very, very popular. Very popular. Thank you, Benzi. Thank you for the gifted sub. Harugumo's very popular because it's very good, right? It's very good. When you play this ship in a div, right, with the smoke buff and everything, Harugumo's really good. Oh, Azure. Oh, I miss Aaron Alston so much. I miss Aaron Alston so much. Now, I missed Aaron Alston for a lot of reasons. One of them is his death seems to have like broken Michael Stackpole. Like, he just doesn't really write much anymore. About 10, 12 years ago, Stackpole was on a really big kick, self-publishing. Like, he was writing blog posts about why self-publishing your own novels was going to change and improve the book business. And then Aaron Alston died, and it's like the man just quit writing. He's published some short stories. I know he's done some short story work for BattleTech in the last few years, right? Since the Clan Invasion Kickstarter. But, like, when was the last time you saw Stackpole publish a novel? Nothing. He did a big thing on his website, again, about 10 years ago, where it was like, he took one of his very first novels, he self-published it to Kindle, the Kindle store, like on Amazon, right? And he said, if this book sells, whatever, there was a number, 5,000 digital copies. I don't know what it was. Something like this. There was a number. He said, if the book sells X number of copies, I will write the sequel. Because I love this story. I still love the world. It was a fantasy story. I still love the world. I want to go back there. I've got more ideas. And I monitored those posts for about a year. And sure enough, about a year after he posted that, he hit the threshold and said, excellent, we're going to write the sequel. That was like 12 years ago. We're still waiting, right? And I haven't seen him publish much of anything. He's another one of these people that like fell really hard for a lot of the COVID stuff. Like literally didn't leave his house for like a year. Like literally just locked himself in his house for a year. That's not healthy. Yikes. That's not healthy for anybody. I don't care who you vote for, what you believe. That's not good, right? Yikes. So I don't know. I kind of feel for the guy. I hope he can figure it out and get back to writing novels, because I love his work, right? He's so good. His characters are so much fun. Yeah, right, Penguin. Do you know what the thing? One of the more entertaining guys on Twitter and Facebook these days for me is a sci-fi author called Larry Correia, who is a guy I actually need to read some of his stuff. I've never actually read anything by the man. I see his posts and he just cracks me up the way he trolls people. Okay, he wrote a book last year called In Defense of the Second Amendment that I've actually read about half of. I need to finish it. But he has a very low opinion of George R.R. Martin. Because in his opinion, George R.R. Martin is screwing new fantasy authors, right? Because basically, in Larry's opinion, the way he explains it is new fantasy authors don't sell books because readers are reluctant to start a new book series, afraid that book series will end up written by someone like George R.R. Martin who won't ever finish it. So they just won't start one. And so in his opinion, George R.R. Martin's laziness, sloth-like pace, what do you want to throw at it, right, is screwing subsequent generations of fantasy authors who want to write and sell books, but can't get noticed and can't sell books because readers are skittish about buying into new series. Now, I don't know if any of that's true. I'm not going to profess that I'm some kind of expert, but he expresses that opinion very forcefully, very often. I haven't read those, Cab, but I tell you, you really, really do need to go read the Wraith Squadron books. They're so good. They're so, so good. I have not, Hobbs. I have heard of them, but I have not read them. See, Gilron, that's also fair. That's also fair, right? You see a lot of that crap going around these days, too. Let's try Napoli. Let's take this Napoli game for Mortis. Where is she? There she is. Boop. Boop. Come on. There we go. Oh, shit. It got late. Crap. I need to get off the air. I just noticed how late it was. Black Duke, are you still here? Somewhat Azure. Somewhat Azure. Penguin, I feel your pain. I feel your pain a little bit. You know, we talked earlier about David Weber's Safehold series. I adore those books. But by about book 7, and I think there are now 10 books, 10 or 11, there's so many characters, so many plot lines, and so much going on that I frequently, like when a new book would come out, I would have to go back and reread all the other stuff to catch myself up again. It was genuinely difficult to keep up with those books. Exactly right, Flaming. I'm loving this conversation. I'm really enjoying this conversation. I'm having a great time talking about sci-fi. I don't even know who these people are. There you go, Mortis. Actually, I read that it was supposed to come out late this year. Maybe I read wrong. I could have sworn I saw Weber post something about that he was finishing it up and it was coming soon. Weber's had a lot going on his plate. Like I think his wife had. I know one of his children, like graduated and joined the military. I think his wife had cancer. I think she was successfully treated for cancer. I believe that's correct. So, like, Weber's had a lot going on in his personal life. I kind of cut him a little bit of slack. All right, I'm pretty sure we outspot everybody in here except the Goliath. Hetman, that is a horrible mental image. That is a horrible mental image. Twisted, I'm catching up on YouTube chat. I agree. The first season of Altered Carbon I could watch on repeat, and it's that good. Season 2 was unfortunately a little disappointing. Is this like a lighthouse Stalingrad? What is this guy doing out here? Still have no idea where the Goliath is. I'm going to see if I can sneak up on the Stalin's flank. I feel like that's the right play right attempted play. He's got a Yami behind him. We have no idea where the Goliath is. Our Stalin got smashed early because that's what you do in a Stalin, apparently. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
To Jurassic Park.
Are you turning?
Zero!
Yes, please. Come on, Shells. Get down, Shells. Get down, Shells. Come on. Oh, come on. What is that? What the hell was the overpins on a broadside Stalingrad? What is that garbage? Thank you. Hi, Goliath. How we doing, buddy? Well, this game's gonna go badly. Hold on. What's up, Boca? How we doing? All right, so I cannot spot this. I have no good angle on this Goliath, which feels bad. I thought I outspotted this guy. I thought he outspotted me, but clearly not. I'm a little shocked by this, but ultimately okay with it. Well, this game is a loss. Defense is going to ram the Moskva or something. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, this is a loss.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Well, this game is over.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Seems like fun. I see now why people don't play ranked, really. There's kind of no point. When the teams are this trash, like, there's just literally no point to it. It's like, who can throw faster? How am I lit? Who the hell could possibly be detecting me? I guess maybe I'm still inside the Yammy's detection radius? I didn't think I was. There we go. For some reason, I thought my detection was 10, 10, 3. It seems to be 11 flat. Clearly, I am mistaken. Am I the last one left? No, the running Schlieffen is still there. No stealth secondaries allowed. That is right. You're correct. Okay. So then I should probably reconsider my slot 5 module, honestly. It's fine. I'm just going to go ram him or something. Surely I can pen the Yammy at some point. I ought to be able to cheek this guy, right? No, I guess not.
No going back now. There's only two ways this can end. And in both of them, you die. Oh, lucky shot. Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Surely I can Citadel Yamato. I'm actually legit surprised that I can't. It's mildly irritating, honestly. Whatever. Waste of time. Another waste of time. Super. Thank you for being here, buddy. Appreciate you. I feel bad. I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do on a team that all just dies and melts and stuff. I don't really know what else to do there. Like, this guy was worthless. He got murdered off the bat. So now I see why they've been blacklisted by other players. That makes sense. I don't know about this guy, but this guy can certainly take one. Oh, he's already on my blacklist. Ha! He was already on my blacklist. Another genius. I know, right? All right, I'm going to play this Loria game for Black Duke, last game of the night. And then we need to hang it up. I'm already a little over. Ginger's probably ready for me to be done. Yes. Would you rather me just be done? You're allowed to say yes.
I don't like saying yes.
Say yes if that's how you feel.
Yes.
Okay, I need to be done. It's fine. I've learned not to annoy my wife. I'll send these points back, Duke. We'll catch this game next week, okay? Oh, he'll understand. It's been a long stream. I actually kind of lost track of time because I was actually enjoying myself and having good conversations with chat. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
It was a good conversation.
Yeah, this was a good conversation. Oh my God, the kind of crap that comes up on Twitch when you just click on the front page is just mind-blowing. Like, oh my God, what am I looking at? All right, who else have we got that we can raid out here? I don't think I've had the chance to raid Clyde in a bit. I might take that opportunity. I've raided Arrow a couple of times lately. What else have we got chugging around down here? Yeah, we'll probably throw Clyde a raid. I have not had the chance to do that. I can spell. There we go. Guys, this was a blast. The time flew because we were having great conversations. Thank you for being here. Thank you for keeping me company. This was good times. Back on the regular schedule next week, Monday, Tuesday, just like always. After that, I will be off for like 3 weeks. You're going to have to suffer just finding me on YouTube. I will not be live streaming for the vast majority of April, okay? So next week, I'll be here, first full week of April, right here, as scheduled. After that, out for like 3 weeks, okay? So just keep that in mind, all right? In the meantime, go show Clyde some love. Give him a hashtag #CleverGirl for me. Throw him a follow if you don't know Clyde. Clyde is amazing people, puts out great content, super chill, tons of fun to hang out with, okay? I do not flaming, but I will be posting a lot of stuff to YouTube. I'm going to get the channel set up with a bunch of YouTube stuff, and maybe if y'all are really, really nice, I'll set some reruns up on Twitch or something. But frankly, I doubt that I'll do that, okay? We'll see. I'll look into it, but don't hold your breath. All right, let's get this raid off. Guys, appreciate you. I will see you on Monday or whatnot. Y'all take care. Peace.